Niggas, I'm
What's
saying,
good,
niggas
y'all?
talking
We
about you.
live, man. We live, man. What are you talking about, man? We live. See, not ready, man. Sorry, y'all about to start, man. These fellas tripping today. This is gonna be a chaotic episode, I think, man. Them boys, these boys wilding out. But welcome back, y'all. Episode 31 of the Anime Villains podcast. The trio is back. The Holy Trinity is back, like we never left. What?
I don't know about all that, man. It's only one Holy Trinity, bro. I don't know about all
All
that.
right, bro. You know what? All right. All right,
I'm just
man.
saying.
You know what I mean. Literally, man. I don't got I'm not godly or superpowers, man. But he messing up the feng shui, man. Episode 31, gonna be a great episode. We appreciate all the support, like always. If you watch this right now, don't forget to drop a sub, man. Sub up, man. Hit that subscribe button and definitely turn that notification bell on, cause it's not always the same time. So you don't miss out. Turn the notification bell on. But we appreciate all the support on Instagram, on TikTok. If you're from there, still the people on YouTube. You know, it's a good feeling, and we got a great episode in store for y'all today. Of course, got my two wonderful calls with me, Joseph and Hendo. Let's go and start off with Joseph. Do a little quick hello, man, of your week, last week.
Let me see. Um, Dang.
Are you
I'm gonna
ready?
start with the low. I'm gonna start with the low. Um, Feel like I've been real tired this week for some reason. I have no idea why.
You all right, man?
No idea why. Um, Let me see. A high, I would say. Got a lot of yard work done today. It's a high
Okay,
for me.
okay. That's it for you?
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Okay. Hendo, how about you, man? Do you let hello of last week?
Uh, we'll start with the low. So the low, I was in like a corporate cup that we got out here.
And y'all got cooked.
Lost in the chip, man. Lost in the natty. Lost by 2 points. Bro
That's
hit a
it to you, bro.
Kawhi Leonard like Raptors bounce to like
Was
win the game,
was it
bro.
on you though?
Uh,
It
yes
it was
and
on you.
no.
Nah, someone
So
say yeah, that
like
was on you.
yes, because he was driving in the paint, right? I'm the center, right? So
So
I'm
you
in the
got cooked.
paint. He tried to go up with a floater. So as soon as he went up, quick hands, knocked the ball out his hands. It hit off his thigh. Ball's going out of bounds. He runs, picks it up, jumps like a 180 in the air to shoot the shot, right? Rattled off the rim. Doom, dropped in, right? And
So
I'm
you
just
got
like,
gamed on your head.
tip cap. I mean, I don't know if you caught it on my head because, like, at that point, when the ball hit his knee or hit his thigh was going out of bounds, he like 10, 12 feet away from me at that point.
Coach would tell you if you
Like,
had strong hands instead of just tipping it over the face, you would have just strong hands took the ball instead of
I mean, that's valid.
instead of playing patty cake with the ball. Strong hands with the ball.
That's valid. I ain't mad at that. But yeah, I'm like, bro, hit a quad line shot for game. I'm like, hey, I can't do nothing
All
to
your
my cap.
coworkers
I'm like,
hate you now. They all hate you now.
no, they don't. They don't hate me.
You
Don't
got
even get
game.
me started on that. This is not the podcast is for because I
You got
have I have
game.
multiple thoughts about why we lost that
You
game.
got
But
game.
anyway,
And whoever you gonna
yeah.
blame, they gonna be like, but he was calling me though. He was gonna last one on me though. They gonna blame you. They gonna
Oh,
blame
me,
you.
bro.
Imagine your best player, right? Imagine your best player, Braun, right? Imagine bro literally can't play for like over 2/3 of the game
He found
because
out.
that's how bad he was playing.
Oh,
Like he was like black hole offense and defense. Like, but
Oh
once
my
again,
lord.
you sure
this
he
is
is our
not
best
this is
player?
not yes. That's what makes it like all the worse. Genuinely, that's what makes it 20 times worse.
He has some
Like,
money on that. Then he has some money on that game. For
bro,
feeling.
we may need an investigation going. I
He has
don't
some
know.
money on that. He
But
had a friend on the other squad. He
but
has
it's
some money
like
on
we
that.
still only lost by like two. I'm like, bro, if he was playing how he was supposed to be playing, I'm like, bro, we probably win by like over 10.
And if you didn't get
But
game, yeah.
anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not what this podcast is for.
Oh,
That was the low, or whatever, right? The high, I see my lady up in Denver. I flew in Thursday morning. I was out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I flew back yesterday on Sunday. So that was fun, man. Always good seeing her. But yeah, that's the high and the low of the week, man.
that's a good high low. Mine's it happened. What was last week? Oh, hi. I'm gonna see one of my friends. I guess I don't usually, go to the get togethers Hendo be having or whatever, or other friends will be having. But I went to one homie house. Sometimes y'all be meeting up and doing something. Man, you and Javi meet up and do something. And I know because that's over there. But even over here, you've been to more things with them than I have. Even y'all just chilling.
Bro, I live 8 hours away.
But I'm saying you still went to more. That's my point, though. I don't. That's how much I don't go out. That's how much to show. Like
You
I
talking
don't
about
just
just
do
in
nothing.
general?
Yeah, I'm saying in general. I haven't been
Okay.
to. Cause our first time seeing I was his wedding. Maybe before that, I haven't did nothing at all. Like I haven't do anything. So I went to one of my friends' parents' house and it was cool there. Seeing two of my friends. It was a cool little day. Low and actually another high is it's starting to cool down now. No more 98 degrees every day. Like I had 2 runs back to back. It was cloudy, feeling good, and I felt like I was Usain Bolt. It's crazy how much the sun affects you when you well, it affects your heart rate and stuff. It makes that shit go through the roof. But
Mm-hmm.
Hello. I really can't think of that. I guess I'd just say F FC. FC. What is it? 26 or whatever. We played like the last 2 times we played. We kind of I only played 2-3 games. We like lost more than we won. So I guess that's my low. We losing more than we winning. Um, but yeah, that's it. So we're gonna get to some anime. Joseph, do you want to start off with the Odyssey and Spider Man? You want to go and kick us off then? Actually, I just lied saying
Oh,
I just
which
lied.
one? Which one?
Sorry,
Which
y'all. I
one?
lied saying let's start about anime. Hendo, you didn't see Spider Man yet, correct?
I just saw it.
Okay,
Oh,
so can y'all? Okay, let's
yes,
look. I
sir.
got some good questions, so do not spend 3 hours on this, please.
You
Like,
got
go for
questions
it.
on that or
No,
about
I'm
the
saying in
movie?
it just other stuff. I'm saying I don't want the podcast to be 3 hours long. I have questions. We got to talk about
Hey,
Bleach,
all right.
and I could get it. And we still got y'all questions y'all supposed to bring. I don't know. We'll see if you have questions. But see, they don't.
I got one.
Hey, Joe can't lie to
Not good
save
for
his
shit.
life.
They not good for
Joe's
shit.
poker
And
face
and
is
the and the
terrible.
last time Joseph told me, Joseph like,
Niggas
hey man, I
doubted
got
me
my
said
question.
that. Joe said,
Joseph like, hey man, I'm a Christian ready. I got my Christian ready. Ninjas be just lying. But still, I still got a good question for a few topics. So I don't spend 10 years on it. Let's start with the Odyssey since it's going to be quicker. Just quick. Hendo already talked about, we already talked about basically most of when we was talking about it. So just, quickly give us your score and like give us your score out of 10. Give us like your favorite pros and give us like a con if you could think of a con or if it's
That
just
movie
perfect
10
for
out
you.
of 10. That movie 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 is high
Now,
praise.
I'm new. I'm not really into the movie scene like y'all are.
Okay.
This is like new. I'm new to this. And that his name Christopher Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan. Yes, sir.
He is brilliant.
Mm,
That man is brilliant.
mm.
But let me see. High of the movie.
Or like pros, just name some pros, like like
Just
sound, like
pros.
soundtrack. You could say some people acting in particular, or like a scene. Like so, what was some of the things that when you left the theater, you was like, yeah, man, that stuff was crazy. Like that stuff was good. For example, the Batman. When I left, I was like, man, that soundtrack was crazy. The whole Gotham City really felt like Gotham, stuff like that. That stuck with you as soon as you left the theater. That you was thinking about stuff.
Soundtrack was good. I'll say that was definitely a plus. I don't have any like negatives at
So no
all
cons at
about
all.
that
Okay.
movie. That was like well orchestrated right there. Like that was like, man, I don't know what to even say. What else to say about it? To be honest,
Perfect. Okay.
10 out of 10.
Okay. That's got
Um,
anything else to say about it? Something you want to talk to us about, like a scene maybe or something, or
mm, it wasn't. There was no specific scene, bro. It was goaded. It was goaded.
so
The
are you
whole
gonna
thing. Actually, I'm lying. I'm lying.
go
That
ahead, bro?
last scene, when they locked all them boys in there and Anarchist, bro, sitting in the back chilling, and his wife like, "Hey, y'all, since y'all want me so bad, y'all come show me y'all want me."
Mm,
Come string this bow real quick.
mm.
Nobody can do it.
Sweet, huh?
Nobody can do it.
Mm.
Okay.
Atticus in the back. He said, I can do it. Let me try. He just laughing like it's a joke. Like, he broke. He what they say? Oh, what they say?
A
Get
beggar.
these
Homeless, a
beggars
Somebody get
up
beggar.
these
out of here. Get
He
these
a
beggars
beggar.
up out of here. Get these beggars up
He a
out of here.
Hey, man,
beggar.
he said that with a
Ain't
hard R. I
nobody
ain't know I
unless he
had that for
doing
real,
it.
huh?
Bro gets up there and he playing with the bow. He just playing with them. He know how to string it. He just playing with
Mm.
him at first.
He's just getting it oiled up. That's what he doing, huh?
Then, bro, bend that mug back, pause, string it, shoot the arrow, and they like, oh,
The truth.
this is him. This is really him.
Timothy.
Niggas scared. Niggas want to fight. He scared now. And he
Mm.
start bodying everybody until they bend down on their knees.
In the knee, man.
Bend the knee.
Bro,
Had to.
Shout out Jon Snow.
that's it, bro. That was it, bro. That was great. That was a great scene.
Have you seen any of the movies this year?
Mm-mm.
What was the last movies
Spider-Man.
you seen in theater?
Spider-Man was the last movie.
Besides these two.
I have not seen any other movie.
Okay, I would say before you go crazy on Spider-Man, which one was your best so far? Spider-Man or the Odyssey?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I gotta say Spider-Man because of how Tom made me feel, bro. Pause.
So is
That
it
was
so can you say do you think the Odyssey was a better movie, but it's just that Spider-Man was more your preference or like style that you
yes.
like?
Odyssey
You know what I mean?
was a better movie. Yes.
Yeah, for example,
Odyssey was a
somebody
better
even though I
movie.
don't like Oppenheimer that much, I could say Oppenheimer was better than let me think of a random movie.
You didn't like Oppenheimer?
You know, I told you we talked about this last time we were talking about the movies. You know,
You did.
I don't like
You did. You say you
biopics
want a
and
big
stuff like
fan.
movies.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Oppenheimer was. I'm not trying to think of a movie that's too bad. I'm gonna say randomly, I'm gonna say that Oppenheimer, or I like the first or second Fast and Furious better than Oppenheimer. Clearly, Oppenheimer is the better movie. It's just I like in line with the first or second Fast and Furious more.
That's
So
your preference. Yeah.
is it like
Yeah,
that with
yeah.
you? Okay, so go with Spider Man. Start it off. What you rate Spider Man? Which pros you got in your mind? What's up? Let us know something.
11 out of 10.
Mm.
Posted 11 out of
11
10.
out of 10.
Mm.
And this is why. This is why. This is why.
Talk to him, Joe. Talk to him.
I
You
Talk
have a
to him.
question
know,
whenever you're done. Go ahead.
I am I was, still
Mm.
am. I'm a Toby guy.
You know,
You
he
know what
said,
I'm
y'all
saying?
heard that was,
I'm
Joe. Y'all heard
I'm
that.
a Toby guy, and it was very hard for me to even say anybody was even close to
Wait for
Toby
it.
Maguire.
Smell the butt.
Anybody even close.
Uh
But Tom Holland
huh. Y'all
in
heard the
this
butt?
movie,
Mm.
Tom Holland in this movie
Mm.
showed me that hey, he might be that one. He might be
Mm.
the one now, bro. He might be
Mm.
the one,
I
man.
guess, but your mind is gonna change again because it's rumored, heavily rumored that everybody knows Toby's gonna be in this next Avengers movie, and then also in like the next one they come out with Secret Wars.
Doomsday or Secret Wars?
Both of them. It's heavily rumored that he gonna be in this one, and then he will come back for Secret Wars. You haven't read the comics of Secret Wars, huh? You don't know nothing about it.
I know a
No,
little bit
I
about
don't
it.
know nothing about it.
Well, you know how
I
basically
know like
how they general
vaguely the
thing,
premise of it.
you know how they battle war and then it transform into what's the name? And I forgot
Hmm.
who it was. I think in there because you know he like wiped everybody memory. I think maybe the only person was like maybe Miles or somebody else that like still remembered from the previous. And so that's who led the what's the name or started to try to make everybody else remember or help them. I think they said the rumor is going to be Toby and Wolverine is going to be the two people that's going to remember from the past, like from like the previous. Cause you know we already know that Doom is technically is going to win this movie because he got to
Right.
win it to turn it into Secret
To
Wars.
get battle
Yeah,
world, yeah.
yeah. We just don't know the nitty gritty. But supposedly, the rumor is Toby and Wolverine and Hugh Jackman is going to be in the beginning, I think, and then they're not anymore, but they're going to be like two of the people that remember from the other one. So if he sound like he was the main character, if he the main character, that may change your mind. If Toby is the main character of Secret Wars, that might change your mind because we don't know if Tom's gonna
I'm
be in
not.
this movie or not.
I can't really compare it. That's not necessarily fair for real. I'm talking about they're like singular movies.
Oh,
I can't
I ain't
compare
gonna lie.
that.
my best Tom appearance in well, a lot of people agree with movies is him coming up in Civil War. That was like his best Spider-Man depiction to me whenever he pulled up in Civil War.
I
That's
mean,
like
that's
that's
fair.
like a general consensus. Like he was like quippy. He just felt like that's like really like he felt like that was the most Spider-Man that I had like anybody felt like.
Mm.
Whenever he was fighting got the black
Yeah,
dude
Captain
name.
America,
Anthony Mackie, but
Ant-Man,
I forgot his real name.
Winter
But really just
Soldier,
Winter Soldier, and he was just
Falcon.
quippy, his strength. It was just and how he was just like still like a kid who didn't know nothing about it, so he was like still biting them easily, but quippy and still like confused and stuff like that. Even though it was short so far, that was if he has like say scenes, that was like probably my favorite Spider-Man scenes, one of my favorite Spider-Man scenes, because he felt that was like he really felt like I was watching like one of like the animated shows when he showed them in Civil War. That was my best ones. And I'm so excited because that was by the Russo brothers, and if Toby and or Tom is gonna be in these two next Avenger movies, the Russo brothers are helming it. So clearly they know how to make Spider Man look cold. But that's all you had to say, Joseph. Or what did you have to say about Spider Man movie?
Yes, sir. That was it.
Like
That
all
was
the
it.
stuff. Okay, first I have a gotta ask first. Okay, I have a general question about the movie. I'm asking this to you, Hendo. We haven't talked about it. Hold up, somebody commented. Tom trying to be number one for sure.
Damn,
It sounds like Tom not your number one yet, Mr.
damn,
Ronald. So you and me, who your number one though? Are you Andrew or are you Toby? Let us know, Ronald. But
sure.
I was gonna say so some people had. Do you know who Jean Grey is before this movie, Joseph?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so she's one of the prominent members of the X-Men. The X-Men have a revolving door of members in the comics, like they're like a big group. Kind of how the Avengers technically got a big group too, because it's just like multiple everybody Avengers. But the X-Men even more so. They got like a huge group of revolving members. But Jean Grey is one of like the core people that's always gonna show up if you're doing like a TV show or you're doing an animated TV show or movie. She's one of the people that has to show up. She's one of the core members of the X-Men. So people was excited for this because the X-Men has never been in the MCU yet. So, well, I guess Joseph wouldn't really know. Oh, okay, well, actually, it'd be good with Joseph. Don't answer your hand though. How do you feel about Jean Grey, Joseph? Like, does she feel like a villain? Like, does she feel like she's just a villain, or she's like an anti-hero, or is she like a good guy that's just doing bad things? Like, how did you come out of this movie feeling about Jean Grey? Is she just like a villain because she was doing some shicey things in the movie to get what she wanted?
First of all, I think she is OP. Like, bro, she is cold.
Yep. Yes. Ronald said Toby is there.
But
Okay.
I can't, it's hard for me to see her as like a villain.
Mm.
She more of like a, I
Is
guess anti-villain, or like, cause she
anti,
not all the way a villain.
but you wouldn't really
Or
group
it's
her.
an anti-hero.
But
You said
you so yeah,
anti-hero.
so you really group it in with like regular heroes like the Avengers or Spider Man or Iron Man, and like you wouldn't group her with them.
No, no,
So
no,
she's
no,
more of
no.
like
Do you think she's in like the same cloth as like Loki?
or she's worse than Loki.
Yes, that
Okay.
is a
My question
great
is
comparison.
which Loki though, because early Loki was just like a villain. So are we talking about
I'm
Loki that
talking
was just
about like Ragnarok Loki, like that Loki. The one where he was like he was in the prison, he was trying to show Thor like the good face, and then like this right after their moms died in a dark world,
yeah,
I want to say,
Jean
and
is
then like you
OP.
see him be all like vulnerable and
He
stuff
tapped out,
like that
changed up for
Loki,
ten
like that
percent.
one.
Yeah, like because I was because like after like the first movie, he didn't really feel like a villain no more. So I was like, that's what I'm trying to ask. So
Right.
one more question, Joseph. Do she feel like redeemable? Like if you see her as a hero, would you like buy it? Like her being just like a pure good hero? Like would you buy
No,
that?
no, no,
Okay, so I was asking this, but before
not
I
at
get to
all.
you, Hendo, yeah, Ronald said Toby is definitely his favorite still. Then he did agree when Joseph said he opened. He said Jean is OD. They tapped it only until like her 10%, which is true. She could be more broken, especially with the Phoenix. But okay, so now to you, Hendo, since you know previously about Jean, and so
Hmm.
Joseph Jean, she's not like Captain America. Well, oh my God, she's just the best person. But she's more or less generally a good person, like a good character. The only time she does something even remotely evil is when she have like another entity controlling her called a Dark Phoenix. So that didn't happen in
Hmm.
this movie. So Jean Grey herself is just she's pretty good for the most. Like she don't never do nothing like crazy outlandish like that. So some people was worrying that to people that maybe know about Jean like you, she seemed like she's like more of like a villain or she's unredeemable for what she did. So saying like, because the next movie she gonna be, because they coming out with an X-Men movie soon. So I feel like some people will be weirded out if the next X-Men movie she all like all nice and
A
good
good
now
guy, goody
when
two
she was
shoes.
just
Yeah.
wilding out. Even though we know she was doing it for what's her name, she was doing some wild stuff though. So I was actually hitting though, since you know about Jean, did you think they went too far with making her seem more villainous, even though she was trying to get her sister and stuff and back? Do you think they made her, or you found with the way they depict her? Can you remember this? Is her very first appearance. Most people
Right.
probably don't
Right.
know about Jean Grey, so this is the first impression a lot of people having of Jean
Right.
Grey. So do you think they could have toned it down a bit, or you think it's perfectly fine? And like new audience members wouldn't really like trip about it.
I mean, in my opinion, I don't think they needed to tone it down. Like, if you walk away from this movie thinking that Jean is a villain, like I question your your media literacy, if I'm
Well,
being very honest, because it's like, was she doing like don't get me wrong, like, yeah, you can say she was painting a bad light, but literally once you got the backstory and it's kind of like, okay, not only did they kidnap her sister, played in her face about it, you found out they killed her sister
Killed
and they
her.
was basically gonna kill her too. But she just literally like she's Jean Grey, right? So it's like obviously that wasn't gonna be enough to contain her. So I'm like, I don't see how you walk away from it, because and we really don't even know the timeline of how long her sister was gone either. They didn't
uh-huh.
even tell us that or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know how you walk away from this thinking she's actually a villain. And not only that, she genuinely like saved Peter's life in a sense of like I don't know, like Joe, I don't know if you've seen it or whatever. Well, I know you've seen the movie, but like seeing people basically saying that Jean was the one physically keeping Peter alive until he was able to like breathe on his own. And that's when you see Peter take that deep breath. You see Jean take the deep breath at the same exact time or whatever, right? Kind of like her like leaving him because she's like, okay, now I know he's good or whatever, right? So I'm like, I don't now maybe that one like very clear and obvious if you've been
To
in a
them
movie
people,
theater,
yeah,
but
okay.
like if you like afterwards, right? Like you could kind of like either put two and two together, maybe just start online or whatever, right? But I don't know how you see all of those things. Like, first of all, you see her get slimed out terribly or whatever, right? And then it's like she really could have still killed, bro, but she didn't or whatever, right? So I'm like, she would have been irredeemable in my opinion if she did actually go end up killing them
Okay.
or whatever, right? And everybody else for
So
that matter.
what she did
But
was
she
Zendaya
didn't.
wasn't too bad for you, or she played into
I
her
don't
face
like.
and,
I
and
don't
almost
know. That was me.
and made her walk off the what's her name?
Yes.
That didn't feel like oh my like
No.
she tripping. That didn't feel like she was tripping for you.
Not at all, bro. I like because it's funny you brought up Captain America,
Yep.
right? Captain America and Peter Parker are probably the two most
Pure
like
hearted,
noble
pure hearted
like
people.
heroes that you have in Marvel. Like they are anomalies. You know that because how many people have gotten a super serum and how many of them turned out like Steve Rogers? How many examples of that do we have in the MCU? Right? Let alone Peter Parker. Like, bro, we seen what this man's been through the last 4 years by himself. Or the right, the only two people he probably had was the police chief, right, and the Punisher. But I'm like, those two are literally the pinnacle of anomalies and outliers. Look at Tony Stark. Look at Bruce Banner, Hawkeye, Black Widow, like even Thor. Like, bro, these are not some just like role models, if
Yep.
you will, right? The only people that have that moniker is freaking Steve Rogers and Peter Parker. So if you're not them, nobody else can really say anything. So I'm just like, nah, I'm not going. Like, as that would be very shocked if people came away thinking she's like a true bad guy or a true villain after what we
Okay.
just saw.
Okay. I've been the devil advocate. That's some people take because they was basically comparing it to like not Loki, but more so Wanda when she first pulled. The Wanda was a quote unquote villain. Can you remember she was working for Ultron? But she didn't do
Yeah,
nothing super outlandish, but she still was like a villain.
she kind of did.
What?
She blew up that building in and what was that? Was that Age of Ultron? No,
Was it?
that's what caused.
Did she
Remember
drop it?
Civil War,
Did she
Soviet
drop it or something?
Accords, whatever. Is like now. Granted, I don't think she was being outright a villain. I think she had like a lapse in her control of her powers or something.
Yeah.
But like a building ended up coming like crashing down, and like it killed people or whatever, right? And that's what started off like Civil War and the Sokovia Accords. They're like, y'all need to be reined in, y'all need to be brought under control. She just killed like 1,000 people
Mm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So like that was very much so a thing. Now, granted, once again, I think she was on the good guy side
and
when
they
it was
depicted
actually.
it, and they showed it ridiculous. I was just saying because Jean Grey felt like more. You could tell. Well, it felt before you know the backstory. It felt like just malice the way she was doing what she was doing. But
Correct,
I was,
for
but I
Before,
sure,
was,
for
I was
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
confused comparing it.
Backstory definitely
I was
saved
just
her.
comparing it because Wanda came in basically as a villain, and then she's one of the most beloved characters, especially women. For the woman audience, one of the most beloved characters with her. So I was trying to see if they able if they're still able to make Jean Grey like that, or they didn't make her do too much in the movie. So that's what I was trying to because I seen something online. That's all about. I was gonna ask y'all about that. And right quick, we got Wheezy. I would say how y'all feel about Frank in the movie. Did y'all like Frank Castle's depiction in this movie? Have y'all both watched the? Well, I don't know. You probably haven't watched it. Hendo, have you watched the TV show? Netflix like back in the day. Okay, so that's like Pink Frank Castle, and I don't know if we ever got there yet. Do you feel like this was that, or was like kind of close to it, or how you feel about Frank Castle in this movie?
To be candidly honest, I don't remember a lot from the TV show because it did come out so long
Yeah,
ago. So like I don't want to just try to I don't want to compare it to something I can't truly remember.
yeah.
But as far as the depiction of him,
Mm.
I mean, I thought it was great.
Right.
Like I didn't think it was like I felt like that is exact that's exactly how Frank
Frank.
Castle acts,
Mm.
right? Because it's like at the end of the day, he's an anti-hero, right? So it's like obviously doesn't have a problem killing people. He thinks some people deserve to die. That's the whole idea of the Punisher. He thinks people deserve to be punished. Okay, cool. But even with that, it's like you can tell he's a good guy, right? Not only did he help out Peter, he literally brought a random girl to his crib, right? And it's like he was like, "Oh, like don't worry, I got her," right? And then she ended up guilt tripping him into going to help him fight the Hulk or whatever. And it's like he didn't have to go for that either, but it's like he did because like obviously he cares about the kid. And you can saw that by how remorseful he was at the end of the movie. But in the same breath, he also was like, Jean Grey's a psychopath, right? Like, yeah, she may be going through something that's cool, but she's one bad day away from killing all of us, which is valid. That's very true. Right. And so you could obviously see Peter obviously didn't want to kill her, but Frank was like, I'm gonna take matters in my own hands. But that's the Punisher, right? So it's like I thought it was a great adaptation, a great depiction of him, and I didn't feel like it left anything to be desired from me.
How about you, Joseph? I know you probably haven't seen. I know you probably seen Punisher here and there. How you feel about Frank Castle in this movie? Was he cool? Do you like his character?
Low key, he was one of my favorite
Favorite parts?
characters in the movie. Low key. I like so y'all remember the scene where uh Mary Jane went to the crib and she ended up looking through one of the cabinets and he had the pictures up of his daughter
Yeah,
and the family.
family. Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, yeah, back up, back up." You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's precious merchandise.
Yeah.
And then I got to see, like, I don't know where the scene was. I seen it on Instagram. It was like a scene of him with his family
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. And it was like, dang, bro. Like that was they basically said that he basically kind of had some of the worst trauma out of like all of the characters.
Yeah, you should go back and watch the Punisher. It's pretty good. It was one of the Netflix shows, pretty good. And Daredevil too. I watched it, pretty good. Netflix was cooking back then, pretty good. And it wasn't connected to the MCU stuff. They just Netflix just put it out, Punisher and stuff. They later connected it. But all right, and do y'all have a question? Yes or no? So we'll move to the next topic.
Man,
I
move
got a
on to the next
question. I got a
topic,
question.
bro. Would you?
I got a
Joseph, do you
question, but
have
go
a
ahead and do your
question?
Judge just
topic,
made
bro.
this.
Oh yeah,
Judge
you
just
probably
made that
did.
up.
Go and start. Go and start your question, man, for the week, man.
It's an anime question. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know if
yeah.
we talking about it
No,
yet.
no, no. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
You're gonna be transitioning to anime now, unless I got something. Yeah, go ahead though. I'll check my notes.
Well, I got two questions. I'm trying to be quick. I
Nah,
got
that's
one
fine. You
for
don't.
all of us, and then I got one for Hendo specifically.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's an anime that everyone loves that you hate?
Oh, that's easy. Mashuko Tensei. Well, I guess
Everybody don't love that.
I guess
Everybody
That's
don't
everybody
funny.
love
love it.
that.
There is a
Everybody
big
don't
part
love
of
that.
people that love it. Okay, fine.
Everybody don't love that.
Everyone is kind of hard. How about the majority? Let me see.
Can we like slightly tweak the question to like
Mm,
massively overrated?
mm,
Because I
Okay.
don't think I truly
Okay.
hate like
I
any
mean,
anime for Donovan, go ahead and answer though. Go ahead and answer.
nah, I think I was like the first because it's interesting because that's more like
'Cause I don't
overrated.
think I
Yeah,
truly
but
just hate any anime
I
for
have
I
real
one. I
though.
have one that I hate. I
go
have
on,
Which
one.
ones though?
Joseph. Go on, go. Yeah, while we think. Go ahead, go.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, bro. I
You
do
hate
not like
Demon
Demon
Slayer?
Slayer.
Yeah,
I do not
you
like Demon
tripping,
Slayer, bro. I do not like Demon Slayer.
tripping.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
love it that
lie.
much, but I'm thought about getting a
I
That's
don't
Rengeku,
like it.
genuinely
a
crazy.
Rengeku
Yeah.
and Rengoku tattoo. And Demon Slayer is one of like the most new friendly like for people. Like it's just it's not a
That
crazy
is like
plot.
the like starter
Animation is
Yeah, I
crazy.
know.
Fights is crazy. You haven't seen the movies. That's well, what the movie? That's why.
I ain't seen the movie
Have you
yet. No,
seen
I ain't
any of the
seen the movie.
movies?
Have you seen Mugen Train when it
I
was in the
think
train?
I've seen like maybe like the first. I've seen the first movie. I've seen Mugen
When it was in the
Train,
train, Mugen Train was fire.
and
That's
that was
crazy.
the
You say
second
that.
to last movie, right? That was the second to last
Yeah,
movie.
I think.
No, Mugen Train was the first
Yeah,
movie.
the first one that
That
came.
was the first movie. I seen that
Mm-hmm.
one.
But I'm talking about the recent
Set
one
your
that came
heart
on in theaters
ablaze.
though. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I was probably with
Set your
some.
heart
I'm gonna get that tattoo.
ablaze.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Why you don't like it then, or hate it
Um,
as you say?
I
Hate.
don't know. I just personally I don't like the story, bro. Personally, I just don't.
That's
Just
kind of
don't.
crazy.
The animation is really good. Fights are good. I just do
Not really
not
good.
like. I
Fantastic.
don't like the
Hey,
story.
Hate is
I don't
crazy,
like it,
Joseph.
bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
hey.
I don't like it.
For the story, look, Demon Slayer do it some slack.
I don't like it,
Some
bro.
people try to give it slack for the story, but I don't think they ever say hate though. It's simple, but it's not nothing bad. It's not nothing bad with being simplistic on the story. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, man.
I would have never thought I would have heard that. I'm not gonna lie. Like to Donovan's point, I've heard people be like, the story is pretty simple,
But there's nothing
pretty
wrong with
cut and
that.
dry,
Yeah.
right? But it's like, hey, that's just so great. And I'm just thinking, like,
I
and
can't think
mind
of
you,
that. I hate.
I'm not the biggest Demon Slayer like guy
Same.
either. But like some of those moments
That
though,
movie had me hyped. I ain't gonna lie. That
those
movie
are
had
some
me ready to run through
crazy
a wall.
moments. Nah, I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking about them. Like, bro,
Bro, Joseph,
hey,
one of the sequence people put that in top 10 anime fights of all time or scenes when it was Tengen, Tanjiro versus
I
Gutaro, have you
agree.
said his
what?
name?
I agree with that.
People
Gyataro and
I would
like the
agree
other.
with
people
that.
people put that top 10 because that was one of the best Demon Slayer scenes.
That's why I cosplay, bro.
I ain't
That's
glad
low key
Joseph.
my favorite Hashira.
Even if you watch the movie, you still hit the same, bro. You gotta watch, bro. Watching it in theaters was crazy, bro. Like I'm saying, watching it in theaters was insane. Yeah, you still enjoy the movies, bro. Cause the movies hype. You know, oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie,
That's
not
nuts. I'm not
that
gonna
completely
lie.
threw me off.
That's nuts.
I don't even have one that I hate. I'm trying to think of stuff I
You,
watched. Like
that's
hate
why.
is
That's why
crazy.
I said
Hate
like
is
changes like
crazy.
maybe over. That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
I guess that people love, but I want to try to find one because that's interesting. Like Joseph, it was interesting. He said Demon Slayer. That was
Demon
interesting.
Slayer is nuts.
So I'm trying to find one.
Nuts.
It's crazy. I'm only thinking of stuff I like off the top of my head. Like, or like, if you say the majority, or like I guess overrated, like I said, my only one is Mashuka Tensei, because that's recent. I can't think of nothing that's just recent that I don't like. I'm trying to think of maybe something that Hendo or David didn't like in the past. Maybe something they like, maybe that we talked about in high school that I didn't like. I can't even think of that then. Yeah, I don't got nothing
Yeah,
favorite
like
though.
I didn't really like. For me, it'll probably be like overrated.
How about
I
stuff
would
you
say that's Hunter
dropped?
X
I'm trying
Hunter.
to think.
Like for you know that though. Like you know that.
I'm not gonna say that. Go ahead and
Like
continue.
I did. I just started looking away. But like, I generally think Hunter X Hunter was cool. But like, I
Saying
feel
it's
like
cool
when
is
people
crazy.
try to
It's cool
like,
is crazy.
now
Joseph, that's kind of
I
No, it's
still
crazy.
think
no.
Joseph, that's kind of
I
crazy.
still think
You
it's
said
like a
it.
top 10 anime. Like, don't get
So
it
so
twisted.
you, so
I
you can't
got
say it's cool
respect
then.
for it,
The way you said it was like,
but it
but it's
is cool.
cool.
But like,
Nah,
but you
top
see
10 is
how
just
defensive you're getting already, though. That's my point.
closer. But am I
Like,
tripping?
people be
No,
trying to portray Hunter X
nah.
Hunter like it is the greatest piece of fiction that has
No,
ever
never
came
said
across
that.
our screens.
You say
And I'm
it's
just like,
cool. The way you said
bro,
it is cool.
the way they talk about like the Chimera Ant art, like, oh my
That is
gosh, you
one of
have
the best arcs in
turning into
anime.
a monster, and the king is turning into a
That
That's
human.
arc
one.
was
That's
crazy
one
though.
of the
I
best
ain't gonna
arcs
lie,
in
it was
I've
anime.
crazy.
seen this before.
That's one of the best arcs in
Like
anime.
what? Like, bro, hey, bro, don't piss me off, bro. Like, it's cool, right? Like, I genuinely do think I can understand why it's a lot of people's like maybe top fives, right? Because they do got great arcs.
Top
But
10.
like the way people depict it, look at that, bro. Like the way people depict it, bro. I'm just like a lot of the things that they're saying makes it so great or like so legendary. I'm just like, I mean, fam, like we've
There's
seen this before.
I ain't gonna lie,
Like,
that is a crazy take. I'm not gonna let you saying just because you've seen it before is kind of crazy.
but I'm like, it's one. It's
General
like
tropes
people made it
is
seem
crazy.
like it was just generational, and
It's
I'm just
because
like,
it's so generational because it wasn't that the general trope they did. It's how they executed
how
it.
they
That's why
executed it,
people love it so much.
I can see that.
They're not
Right?
they're
Because
not saying the
obviously a
idea is
shonen
crazy.
is a shonen.
Yeah.
And I can respect that, right? That's why like if somebody has it in their like top 3, like I know you love Hunter, and I can see why you do, right? But how everybody else was moved by it, by like when they watching it, I'm like, I'm not the mountains that they're moving for y'all, they're not moving for me.
I think it's just like
Like
that.
I can see why y'all like it, why y'all love it, but I'm just like, bro, like it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
You can't
Like,
keep doing that,
just
bro.
my cap, I
Saying it's
got
cool,
respect for
bro.
cool, bro. Like,
You
good,
can't keep doing that.
good. He
Joseph.
like what you? I'm
Okay,
trying to
I'm gonna
give
let you finish.
respect.
No. Look, Joseph, no, that's what he kept out when he said that. Whenever you say it's cool, that made it sound like it's like a 7, right? Right when he say it's cool, the way you doing it, but it's cool, like it's cool. You said it like that, but
It
then you said top
is,
10. You don't say something. It's you don't. But you're not gonna say Code Geass Naruto is just it's cool, I guess. No,
but that's because even though for me, I would probably say it's top 10. I know a lot of other people, namely the main guy on this podcast. I know he'll have it. He like top 2. I'm like, no, bro, it's cool, but like it ain't no top 2 anime all time, bro. Like it's not, bro.
when I
It's not.
and okay,
But
go.
that's my like overrated. Like I don't hate it by any means, right? Like I think Gon and Killer is probably one of the most dynamic, probably duos or iconic duos in like anime, right?
Absolutely.
Like, and I know for a fact Hisoka is probably like one of the most
Prolo.
like known antagonists. Crollo, I would kind of like, yeah, Crollo's dope, but like I think people know Hisoka more than they do Crollo. And then obviously the
Absolutely.
Phantom Troop in and of itself, right? Iconic villain organization in anime,
How
right?
many
So it's
people
like,
got
I
them
mean,
tattoos?
I'm giving them, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
That's
it's
fine.
cool. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't. The needle that it moved for y'all just didn't move for me. And what they was trying to explain from it, from like a thematic theme. I just said the same word twice. That's crazy. From a thematic perspective and storytelling perspective, I'm just like, y'all are trying to explain this like it's just something revolutionary. I get it, right? And it's like to your point, the execution is what sets it apart, right? I think it was executed well. I just don't think it was what all people was cracking out to be. But yeah.
I think it's also like that because we never seen that from a kid and a ant. I don't think when you do a trope like that, you see something from an ant that's getting too many and a 12 years old. That's also why. That's what's so crazy. You see you was able to make an ant a 12-year-old look like they had a comparison of it. Like you said somebody running like an ant and a 12-year-old is gonna have a thing where they want to get human want to lose. But that's beside the point. But I feel I don't hate, but and I don't really think it's overrated. I just really don't like One Piece no more. I just don't like it. It just fell off the what's name for me. So the way you feel like Hunter x Hunter, I just don't. When people say, "Oh my god, they just look at this
But didn't you
foreshadowing."
stop like
Oh,
watching it though and
oh,
reading it though?
just no. I still I still like pay attention to what's going on, so I know what's going on, like in the manga and stuff. But I don't visibly read it no more, or watch it no
I'm about to
more.
say, but would you consider that the same as reading it though?
But I
I
still,
don't think you
I don't
can.
read it, but I watched enough. I read so much, 1,000 plus episodes
But I just
already. I already watched
the
1,000
anime
plus
just sold
I
you,
watch a
bro.
1,000 plus
Anime sold you,
episodes
bro.
of the anime, or even in the manga. Like nothing, like it's not interesting me, like seeing the stuff. I just don't. The luster of One Piece fell off from me. Like I don't see like the when stuff going on. I just don't see the luster of it. Like it's not like this shiny thing for me no more. Yeah,
You weren't interested in
the,
the Rock's flashback? That didn't do nothing?
it's just One Piece itself. It's just I don't know. I think the whole story is just. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't find it like interesting or no more. Like it don't move me no more.
That's like that's that's
Mm.
that's interesting to me to hear that even the like obviously they're in Elbath right now, right? But like the whole Rock's throwback
It's
and
the
getting
show
like all
itself.
that lore,
The show itself
like
than the movie.
but
And the manga,
anime just
the
hey
manga is
man,
going crazy
anime
right now. No, the
sold them,
manga
bro.
is going to
The
wall right
anime
now
sold
too.
them.
The manga going wall right now too. But it's just
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like not like
yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
yeah.
Like man, like
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't because I was never the biggest One Piece
that's
fan
tough.
anyway. That was all David. I was never the biggest one, but I still enjoyed it a
We
lot.
tapped in though. We was tapped in.
I still enjoyed it a lot.
Sadly,
But
chat. It was what was it? It was
okay,
whole cake, bro. Whole cake cooked them, bro. And like I knew it too. Like in whole the pacing in Whole Cake Island was so bad. Like me and Dom, we was like watching it
week
like
to week
together
also
at that point, right? So it's like we coming to
week to week.
school irate because it's like, bro, we seeing the same thing over and over and over again, right? And so eventually Donovan got some. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, I can't do it no more. I'm gonna just drop it. I'm like, no, bro, don't drop it. Just pick it up in the manga. Donovan wasn't going, bro. He wasn't going. I picked it up in the manga, and that's what made me realize how bad One Piece's pacing was at the time. Because I ain't gonna lie, the Luffy versus Katakuri fight in the anime may have been a legit like 15 episodes,
Yeah, I seen the
if not more.
comparison.
Versus in the manga, I think it was like 9 chapters, 11 chapters. And if y'all don't know, they normally adapt 2.5 to like 3.5 chapters per episode. So
Yeah.
something that should have been 3 episodes was over double digits. That's how bad that pacing was. And so I'm just like, and unfortunately, ever since then, Donovan just lost the light in his eyes for One Piece, bro. He's been cooked ever since, bro.
All right, be like that. Oh, your other question, Joseph, or Hendo specifically?
We were just talking about it earlier.
Spider-Man, Odyssey.
Nah. Masuko Tensei. I was thinking about starting it.
Oh my god!
Yep.
What is? Why do you like the show?
Don't
My
start.
question, because
So-
it seems like it's a lot of people that don't
before
like it.
before you go right quick, I was gonna let you just hit that. I don't. It's not everything besides the main character and his relationship with the people or what they do with him is pretty amazing. Besides the stuff his dad do at the beginning, it's pretty amazing. Like the world, well, I don't want to steal what Hendo would say, but everything else about the show is pretty good. I just don't like really the main character and like his interactions with other characters. That's it. So go ahead, Hendo.
To me, that's probably my favorite isekai of all time. And I'm saying that this is a guy that like, so I'm an anime guy, obviously, right? And it's kind of like it's a cycle, a progression, if you will. I think we went over this a couple episodes back. You start off with anime, then from anime you go to manga. Then from manga you go to like manhwa, right? Which is kind of like the Korean comics or whatever, right? And then from there, your life cycle ends at light novels, right? I enjoyed Mushoku Tensei so much, I genuinely started reading light novels. And it's like I started doing that a little bit before, right? Like I did
Mhm.
that for like the beginning after the end. I did that for How to Not Pick Up Girls in Dungeon. Bro, I've read 5 volumes of Mushoku Tensei in like the last 2 weeks. I'm on volume 19 right now. I only have like 5 or 6 more to go. And I'm like a third of the way through this volume.
Dang.
That just goes to show you how much I enjoy the story, right? Now to me, I'm one like all isekais are like different, right? But obviously they have the same premise, right? You have a person in this world that gets transported to another world, right? I like the spin that they did it with this one because of course, like not to get too much into it, but it's like one, the power system or whatever, right, is really cool because you got like mages, you have like swordsmen, of course, it's like different levels and different tiers, but it's kind of like similar regarding like from a talent perspective, all that stuff goes into effect and it matters, right? So it's like when he comes into the new world, he still has all his memories and stuff from the old one. So it's like like that's kind of what allows him to kind of get ahead of his peers while they blah. So it's like in this kind, and you see him enacting upon that. He's reading up on stuff, actually trying to go crazy. Now, the reason why a lot of people don't like it, right? Now, I'd rather just tell. I'm gonna just tell you now. So if you end up don't want to watch it, don't want to watch it, is because he does have like the mind. Like I think he was like 35, 36 in on like Earth, but then of course when he got reborn, he's still 36 years old mentally, but he's he's now a baby though, right? He's now an infant. So it's like he's like 6, 7 years old.
He's a weirdo,
and
bro.
he has a crush on this 6, 7-year-old girl. Mind you, mentally, he's like 42, 43 though at this point.
He even
right?
He was even happy about his mom, bro. No, he was tweaking, bro.
No, he was like,
bro.
he was going, he was
he's a weirdo,
spazzing out
Joseph.
because obviously he's getting breastfed. So he kind of like going crazy,
He's
like,
a weirdo,
and it's like, so when people say they don't like it because of that,
he's still panties, bro.
Okay, right?
Of like
you know what I'm saying?
Girl,
like,
he's weird, bro.
He is also underage at that point. But to the point I was saying earlier, he's like 42 mentally, right? Even though he's like 6 or 7 in the show, he's like 42, 41, 43, whatever. So a lot of people say he's weird. They call it Diddy Tensei. That's what Donovan kept saying when we was in Anime Expo, right? And it's like, I get all that. But from like a world building perspective, a story building perspective, story progression, like the twists and turns that it has is nuts. Because like basically everything that we've known in the story so far is literally going to get flipped on its head this season. That's why I couldn't wait to watch. I had to start reading. But it's like world building, bro. The story progression. You seeing him get stronger, the connection stuff that he's making, everything coming back full circle too. It'll be people that like. It's really crazy, like thinking back on it. So that's why I like it. I say you watch the first, try the first season. I think the first season maybe like it's either 12 episodes or like 24 or 25. But I think after like 10 to first season crazy. I think after like that first season, if you don't like, if you feel like you can't rock with the main character, that's how Donovan was, right? It's too weird for him to get over. Like, nah, I can't get jiggy. Then it's like, okay, cool. But it's like if you can kind of just see past out for what the show is itself, that's like one of the best. Like, that's to me the best isekai that I like watched. And it's like there to me, it's really not even comp for real. Because like that time I got
You haven't watched
reincarnated as
ReZero
slime would
though.
probably be my second.
You haven't watched ReZero.
ReZero, I'm not gonna lie, I
Everybody
dropped
says
ReZero, bro.
that's the best.
I dropped ReZero, bro.
I haven't watched it either, but everybody say like that's like their favorite.
I dropped it for a
ReZero
minute.
is
They say that's
hard to get through,
They say that's
bro.
the best one, bro.
And
That's like a majority consensus.
maybe
They
I
be
need to
saying
keep watching. Maybe I need to finish the last season and
they was
like
That
going
mug is
crazy on the
slow.
catch up
last
with this
season.
one.
They was like it was
But
getting nines. Like it was like going crazy. ReZero, they love it, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, Joe. I think because it was hard for me to keep watching ReZero when it was coming out because it gets to a point where it's like how we was feeling about Freerin and how you just felt like it was repetitive.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like I ain't gonna lie, ReZero is kind of like that, but worse because of the main character's like powers. I don't want to give. If you want to watch it, I don't want to spoil it.
He just returned
But
to death.
like
That's all.
it was said again.
I was saying he just returned to death.
Yeah, so like basically every time he dies, he like goes back in time, like a certain amount or a certain like number of days, whatever, right? But it's like I think you can kind of see how that can kind of get repetitive or whatever, right? So it's like now, granted, once you kind of get past that, and it's like it's cool, and like the character development that his name is Natsuki Subaru that he undergoes is dope to see.
Yeah.
But like I ain't gonna lie, I dropped it because I'm just like I'm not really moved how I was or whatever. And it's like I just don't feel like watching it anymore. But to Dom's point, people like the big three of Isekai is like ReZero, Mushoku Tensei, and that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Those, at least for this generation, those are like the three biggest
You know
that
what's
everybody says like the best.
actually the best isekai? I say you watch this one first because it's funny. Watch Eminence in the Shadow. Show is hilarious. Holy hell! Watch
Eminence in
that.
the Shadow is
Watch
dope.
that. He's the
Eminence in the
funniest,
Shadow
bro.
is
Like
dope.
the reason
I'm gonna
isekais, the
put that
reason
in my
people
notes.
can clearly like they don't really argue about like what's like the top 3, top 4. Cause most isekai is like a slop. Like it's just like simple stuff, same generic. Even when Hendo's talking about the power system, if you go into he have to go into nitty gritty explain it, but the general stuff is still the same. Like they got mages, swords, talents, stuff like that. But it's different. Mashuga saying because you go into nitty gritty, but it's majority all the same stuff. Like a lot of them, or sometimes either he get isekai or he isekai and he got the same memories and he's stronger because he started off early. That's beginning after end one of the best isekai but light novel. So but the reason I like so much is different. I feel like Eminence of Shadow it throws a unique spin on it because he's not the one like, oh, I want to be a hero and stuff. Like he's really funny. His motivation is funny. What he do is funny. The action is pretty good too. It's just funny. So I really love it. So if you want to watch like something that's like, I think it's like on season 3 or something, 4. Watch Eminence in the
I
Shadow.
thought I only had 2, brother.
Or I guess 2 or 3, but you know actually what's the good, not fully isekai? Sword Art Online. That's the best, man. Well, season 1, man.
I heard that.
But I made a post about it like a while ago. Y'all probably been trying to sort of y'all have to watch like the later season that came out. What is it called? Analyzation. I'm gonna butcher it, but if y'all know y'all watching it live, y'all know what I'm talking about or in the comments. I think it's called Analyzation or something like that. It has like two or 3 seasons of that. And that's like after, and that's like, bro, that was peak like those like probably like the first season of that, the second season of that. I compare that to Sword Art Online season 1. Like it was so amazing, but the emotional beats was way heavier. Like it's like very good. It's like Kirito gets stuck in like another thing, and it's like he get raised in the academy. He had like a childhood friend. It's like very sad. It's very good. Like it's like kind of crazy, but yeah. I guess that's it with your questions. I know Hendo, you don't got one. I'm going to start off with before we get to
Yeah, I
Bleach.
don't.
Bleach, Bleach will
That's what you
be
trying to do me, bro.
Bleach will be the icing on the cake. If y'all still watching, go and drop that sub. Drop that sub. We appreciate all the support on TikTok, Instagram, getting a lot of subs and a lot of followers, comments. We love the engagement. I'm gonna start off with a little question. We're gonna do all the questions, leave Bleach for last. So it's a little simple question. So these anime made characters to me get compared a lot, or they all in the same general, you know, scene. And I could
I
add
low key
another
have a
character, but
question.
but 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 for now, yeah.
No, I have a question, but it's pertaining to Bleach, so I'm gonna save it for this. So
It's
finish your. I'm
okay.
sorry
Save
to
it later.
cut you off, but I just wanted to like throw that
Nah,
out
that's fine.
there.
Yeah,
So
that's
go
fine. That's
ahead.
fine. Yeah. So these anime characters get compared a lot. I was gonna throw a fourth one, but I'll see after we say these three. So Aaron, Light, and Luce, I feel like they all get compared because they show, like they do a bit of more darker things. They're more like it's just like I can't explain it, but a lot of people, if it's not like the typical main characters like Naruto and Luffy for general like popular stuff, I feel like these characters are very popular. Aaron, Attack on Titan, vast. We know how popular that was. Lelouch, everybody's say that's great as all time, and Lelouch is of a sure more so because he like those shows probably got like a second character that's pretty cool. The different note with Light has L Lilies, and with Aaron he have Mikasa and Levi and stuff like that. But Lelouch is really just Lelouch, who's like a really like live character. So I was to say who's not the best. I think we talked about it one time. Who's the more iconic anime MC? Light, Aaron, or Lelouch? So I'm not saying the best or your favorite. Who is the more iconic to you out of those three?
To us specifically,
Yeah,
or in general?
yeah. But to you, I guess you could say I guess like general. It's like who you think is the more kind of like. I guess if you ask like
But you're asking our
who's my.
opinion though.
I'm
Okay,
asking your
okay,
opinion.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying Lelouch off the rip.
Mm.
Because at first I was trying to think from like like a global perspective, whatever, right? But then when you ask, I'm like, oh, I'm deciding this is a no brainer. I think it's Lelouch because in my reasoning, so one, Light never moved me from keeping a bean. I think Light's pretty overrated. And you can say season two kind of butchered him. And that will be valid, right? Because you got beat by some little kids. Uh, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So, like, it really wasn't even in the discussion, right?
Look,
So
if I
now
was
it's
like
between the loose. Say it again.
I'll bust out to politics. I guess you can include general too with it. Like it's kind of like I was trying to debate it. I guess it's like a bit of both. Cause like when you say iconic, you do have to take into account, I guess, other people's opinions.
Because
Cause
and that's why I want to.
cause I
That's
would
why I
say
want to
yeah. I was trying
clarify.
to debate because like I was gonna see I would see what your answer for is gonna go. Cause iconic to you is like really. I think doesn't mean somebody iconic. I think you just like them more. So iconic, I guess you do have
I
to.
would agree.
I guess iconic, you do have to base it off of yours too, but also also like the general population. It's like if you think who's more iconic, Braun or Shaq. Somebody maybe like Shaq more or think he was more dominant, but LeBron is more iconic to I guess general.
Right.
So sorry, just go ahead. So I guess doing like a mix of both. Who's the more iconic anime main character, Aaron, Light, or Lelouch?
And if that's the case, I'm gonna go Aaron, and I'm going Aaron because
Interesting.
I think that one, I think Attack on Titan peaked higher than both Death Note and Code Geass for one. And you can say that's because of inflation or whatever,
Yeah.
right? In which I'd probably agree with you, but I mean,
Well, it's
we can't
crazy at
fault
that
people for
time.
playing in the era they played in, right?
Yep.
So that's for one. Two, I would think that like Aaron is involved in probably what at least two of the top three like plot twists of all time. Like one of them being whenever Reiner and Berto turn into Titans on the top of the wall, right? Like to me, you're gonna. I don't. I think that's number one. Like, I
With
don't
moments.
think you find a better plot twist than like that, especially in that moment, right? And then the second, but one you can say, man, Aaron really didn't have nothing to do with that. He was just kind of there. And I'm gonna say, okay, cool. Well, I raised you him being the one to tell his father, like going back in time and actually, well, going forward in time, if you will, and telling his father to do all of those things. Whenever people like found that out,
Crazy work.
that was like, I don't know if we've ever seen nothing like it,
Yeah.
right? Like in any other anime for that matter. So I think those two moments being as like iconic as they are, I think both of those are more iconic than anything Lelouch or Light has done, if I'm being honest. So it's like, and once again, you can be like, well, if Code Geass came out in 2022, 2023, it'll, and I would say you're right,
Which is true.
but it did. Right? So it's like, I mean, it's same thing for Death Note, right? Death Note came out, what, 2009, 2010, right? So it's like,
2011,
when you saying
honestly.
iconic, it's a lot of people who are going to know about Titans, The Rumbling, and Aaron Yeager more than they would Lelouch Lamperouge and Light Yagami. And I just think that's like a fact. And so that's why I would think Light, not Light, Aaron would be the most iconic. Now, to me, it's Lelouch because with how everything ended, to me, like the ending of Code Geass was what Attack on Titan should have been, right? I feel like they kind of copied it, if you really want me to be honest, right? And they did a worse job of it. And so it's like to me, I would think Lelouch would be like the most iconic out of the three because of how he did it. But in general, broad speaking terms, it's to me definitely Aaron for sure.
Okay. Before I go real quick, we got our boy Boba. Sorry, I almost said Bubba. Our boy Boba Fettuccine is back in the chat. What's up, my boy? Appreciate you. But first he said, Aaron
Yo,
the Light and Lelouch represents the more ambiguity. Ambiguity. Oh my god, sorry. Ambiguity.
Ambiguous.
No. He was at ambiguity.
Okay, got you.
Of establishing peace that make you question the boundaries of hero. You should stand by the opposite of Deku. Yeah, that's why I said they're kind of like always grouped in together because they're like peace through like whatever you got to do. That's why I grouped them
Right.
all together. Generally, people group them together. So you're right about that. And he also was talking about which something I was meaning to watch some of the movies. Cause I did see this on Amazon Prime, but he was like Code Geass. I don't know how to say this. Akito, the Exiled, and Rose of Recapture are a solid series for folks that want to see new animation in Code Geass. Skip the Resurrection movie though. It's like extra movies. I don't know if you ever know. Code Geass got movies where I don't know if it's all of them, but some of them is like an alternate timeline, where like stuff changed. I think one of them is like where Luke stayed king and stuff like that. And another one is also where like completely different
I
characters. I
heard of
think
that before.
it's like completely different characters. I think some of them do show up, but it's like completely different. I think one of them may be like a series that he said, movies. I always thought about watching them. I seen them on Amazon Prime, I think, but I never got to watching them. But I'm gonna go quick to rebuttal you. I think it's Light. I think Light is a more iconic anime character, and it is pretty hard because, like you said, a big factor is because of this day and age, anime is more popular. There's more eyes on it, so of course, it's gonna be more people that remember Aaron than remember what Light did. But that to me, even like pointing Light to show how popular Light is, bro.
It
Light
heightens it,
is
yeah.
so popular, bro. I feel like Death Note is like Attack on Titan 2, but for Death Note to come out at that time, it's like a gate, well, not a gateway, it's like an entry anime, in my opinion. A lot of people watch
Yeah,
Death
entry
Note
level anime for sure.
because it's not that really anime-ish stuff in it, things and stuff like that. It's just like it's kind of like a true detective TV show
Right.
with
Yeah,
some
that was the second show I
with
watched.
some. So a lot of people, and even for it to, but so that's I feel like it's more of a point in light because even so it came out some years ago, a lot of people, Alex, rave about Death Note. So on
Right.
Death Note, he better about. I just so many
You
people,
think Attack on Titan better though.
and also yeah, but I'm saying just better is different. But I'm saying it's just
And I
entry,
feel you. I
entry,
feel you though. Yeah.
and a lot of people also cosplaying him. That's so underrated. It's such an easy cosplay. I see Death Note people that don't really know really about Death Note or like know probably seen cosplays of him because like online that's the easiest thing like a but like a school uniform basically. There's so many people with the wig going, with the notebook, like in the also helps like the Death Note is probably one of the most popular like items in anime, like weapons, whatever. Cause like it's just Death Note, it's nothing like it. It's so iconic. So I think Light is more common for the thing like cosplays and the scenes too. And he might not have a scene that equals up to Aaron both of the scenes doing that, but I feel like he got like I just more like or like a lot, I guess, or just still like some that could try to closely equal with it, like with numbers, cause like him when he got the probably not super iconic, but him when he got the book back in the
Yeah, he got his
helicopter,
memories back.
And then
Yeah.
even maybe not actually seeing the video, but hearing. I know people probably hear a lot of like it could be playing over like a different video, but hearing a lot of like live. I feel like his voice is iconic too. His dub voice, like and saying like, "Oh, I've won," or whatever he say, like, "Oh, this is my perfect victory." Stuff like I feel like his voice lines are very iconic. Like you hear that all the time. And to be honest, I don't even does definitely even have a sub. I don't even remember. I've never heard.
Yes. For sure.
But it's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I got
never.
Gotta have
sub.
a
I got
sub.
sub.
I've never heard like sub thing. I can't remember what it even sounded.
Cause
I
it's
don't.
old.
I don't remember at all. No, it's not
That's
just that.
interesting.
I don't remember it at all because I feel like his dope, or at least for Americans, his dope is so iconic, and that's what's used in everything for videos and stuff like that. His dub voice is like light. It's just so iconic. So I think light is iconic. L also helps it off. 'Cause I feel like L is a very popular character. Somebody you remember. Light is just somebody you remember because not only because of him, even though he's a regular high school boy, it's just a show, it's like the stuff in the show, like the Death Note, him being the killer. It's just like I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like
the
it's my
concept
kind
of
of
it.
Attack on Titan could be better, but it's just that like the Death Note is just because Titans. I wouldn't say they're like iconic in my opinion. They're like cool. They're good, but like being in one of the most like the iconic like abstract things in anime. I don't know, like say he's like the Rasengan and like weapons or races, like kind of how similar like in like in fantasy TV shows and movies, elves is popular, dwarves is popular, and of course Titans don't show up as much though. The reason they're popular because they show up in so many medias. So of course, but I feel like Titans are not like one of the more iconic. They are iconic though. They are because there's really nothing like them. Whenever you see a Titan, if you watch anime, you are gonna immediately know that's a Titan, the way they look and all that stuff. But I feel like the Death Note is probably like now to think about it, one of the most iconic like things like in anime and Joe, like it's so like recognizable. Like you see Death like it's the name one and like you just know it's from the West. Like you see so many, and also this day and age helped it out because like more like creators and sports people watch it, so it is easy for them like to talk about the Death Note or have a Death Note out or people joke, "Oh, I'm gonna write your name in the Death Note," like or like RDC when they did they skit, like talking about Death Note. I feel like that's more iconic. But they did him. I don't think they. I think they did Aaron, but it wasn't nothing big. But Light is so easy to do that they was able to show that like he had Light dealing with L and the Death Note. That like it's just so iconic. You got to put him in stuff like that because L is just so iconic. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Light is just so iconic. Because I was gonna say personally, like you said, is Lelouch to me also. I love Lelouch. Lelouch is my goal. Like you said, the ending, and also he will be close because like he's just so like past everybody else in his show. Like I said, Light has L, and of course Mikasa and Levi. Levi's like I think the most popular character in Attack on Titan. I think people love Levi more than him. So like Lelouch don't got nobody like that. He's just head and shoulders above everybody else. So that's also what pushed him for me a little bit iconic. Because you remember as soon as you think of Code Geass, you are gonna think of Lelouch. You don't think of nobody else, nothing but
Yeah.
Suzaku or nothing, CC, nothing. Death Note, of course, some people your majority could think of Light, but still some would think of L. Some would think of just the Death Note in general. And with Attack on Titan, you could think of Titan shifters, armor, not armor, Mikasa and what's in it. So that's why I say like. But go ahead, go Joseph. Who you think is the most iconic out of them three?
Well, first, I like to kind of combat your argument
Mine's okay. Go
and
ahead.
say that the Death Note isn't necessarily a part of Light's character.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like the Death Note is the show, it's not necessarily the character, if that makes sense, right? I guess that's what my argument
I
is.
feel like I understand what you're talking about, but I feel like kind of is. Once you think of Death Note, I think you think of Light, because there was other Death Notes in the show, but like I feel like Death Note, Light, like the thing itself is like they go hand in hand. When you think of Light, you don't think of Light doing some just eating chip scene or stuff like that. You think of like people
Yeah,
people
yeah,
remember
yeah.
him writing that. So I agree, but I just think it is though. I think they do think of Death Note because it helps us so much and it's with him with throughout dang near the whole show. That's like the pivotal thing. So yeah, I understand that, but I still think it's more so it does help him out. Cause when you think of one, you think of the
Okay.
other generally. But you got,
But
you
I
got
would
anything
say the
else?
most
Okay,
iconic to me
you
is
can say
Aaron.
two
I
versus
think he's the
one.
most
Okay,
iconic when it comes to some of the most crazy scenes I've ever seen since I've been watching
So
anime.
I hear that
He
same thing.
has
Okay.
at least 3 of the top 5 scenes I've ever seen.
Go ahead,
And
Jamal.
you said what?
Nah, go ahead, go. I was like, whoa there, Jamal. But go ahead, keep going. I don't know about all
Oh
that,
yeah,
but
yeah,
keep
yeah.
going.
But yeah, like just the going back in time scene, or the when touched his head and he going back and he getting all the memories back, or the transformation to the what's the Titan name? The founding Titan.
The Attack Titan or
All of
Falcon.
the
Okay.
things, all of the things. Him getting his head shot off and Zeke catching the hit, bro. Like this craziness is attached to Aaron's name. I can't I can't say Lelouch is the most iconic. Although he's my favorite out of the three, I can't say he's the most iconic because Code Geass isn't one of the first shows people are even going to watch. I say you're going to get there eventually. You probably going to be like 5 or 6 shows, but it's going to have to be somebody that actually watches anime to tell you to watch Code Geass. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're not going to just stumble upon that by yourself, like I did it. Um, and Light, I feel like Light is a good character, but I don't think Light is as good as a character without L being in the show, like standalone by itself. Personally, I feel like in some cases, I feel like L was the better character in the show at some points. He was my favorite.
I
So
agree
yeah,
with that.
overall, yeah, Aaron is the most iconic to me.
I agree with that. And to combat that real quick, since you combated my point, I think that's could be you could say not as much because Batman do have a plethora of other villains, but when you most of the time think of Batman, you think of the Joker. You think of Joker, you
Okay,
think of Batman. So I think it's kind of like that. They both
that's fair.
L and Light elevate each other, like how Batman and Joker elevate each other because they're both great characters. But I agree with that. Interesting to see what people say. Cause I have no clue what they're gonna say. And Bubba, I keep saying Bubba. Bubba, I see your comments. I just wanted to get through that topic right quick. Let's see where you started off at. Let's see. He said a lot of folks don't realize Lelouch got the immortal gears from his father at the end of the story. Suzaku never killed them because no one can. Is that you talking about in the regular series or the movies?
That sound like the movie.
What he said, but he did get a more powerful. You remember he had like double ones in the Western. I don't know if you're talking about that when he was talking to the so-called God, but it was like the consciousness of everybody. I don't know if he's talking about that scene or what. Because he did body his father. I think he did. Maybe could have got something from it. I don't remember. It's been so long ago. He said that's why the final scene is V2 chatting with Lelouch on the boat. Yeah, I think he's talking about the other thing. One of my John the main character gets the problem with my dad, but one friend here skills. Yeah, I think he's talking about the other season. Yeah, literally the MC Pop said the village from tragedy passes power on to his son. Oh, okay. Well, you talking about similarities between Attack on Titan? I guess yeah, he passes on from tragedy. Aaron's dad, but it wasn't really tragedy because Aaron orchestrated that, but tragedy passes on to him. Okay. And I guess trying to compare that to Lelouch. He passed. He gave him a son. Yep, yeah. Boba, we that's a common thing. Everybody talking about with Batman. He said Batman saves people, but he never really stops crime. That's gonna be a forever big theme with his character. You know, a lot of villains say that it would be crazy for if him and Frank Castle meet in like a crossover, because that would be the perfect person to get on his ass. Cause that's like always gonna be his biggest thing, and
Facts.
it's kind of interesting how they can make Batman still seem like a good character more enjoyable when he got like one of the worst villains, cruel villains of all time. Like you clearly supposed to body him or something, bro, death penalty, but you leaving him alive. That is crazy. Having him like one of the worst villains of all time. It's like say if he had like a Spider-Man villain, like a Shocker, and he's just Spider-Man. Of course, nobody tell the Spider-Man, hey, you need to kill these people. They said that to Batman so far because he got some of the worst criminals villains in all of what's the name. Let's go and move
Facts.
on. Uh, actually, Joshua, real quick, I want to get your thing about before we move to the actual topic. What we asked about last week, I wanted you to input on this because a lot of people debating about this. I don't know if you've seen posted stories. I was talking about Kuroko versus Blue Lock, and I know you haven't read the manga for Blue Lock. For what you seen for the anime, though, I said basically the question was, so you remember Kuroko basketball, right? With So I was
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
saying
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I was saying if they swap sports, basically. So if like the generation of miracles plus Kagami and Kuroko learn, I think I gave them 2 weeks. If they had 2 weeks to learn soccer and play Blue Lock, do they have a better chance of beating Blue Lock at their own sport? Or if Blue Lock players learned basketball and had 2 weeks to train, would they have a higher chance of beating the generation of miracles in basketball? Who do you think have the higher chance of winning?
Blue Lock don't have a chance of beating
Oh,
Generation
I think you
Miracles in
say opposite.
basketball,
Okay,
bro.
that's what I was saying.
They don't have a chance.
It was getting heated in the
If
comments.
if I'm just taking even like some of obviously all of the skills are not going to translate
Yep.
to soccer when the
Uh-huh.
miracles transfer, but you got to think some of them dudes was automatic buckets every time, an
Man,
automatic bucket. Nothing you
man,
could do about it. It ain't matter who's on the court. It don't matter. It's automatically going. Rima. It don't matter where he at. It's going in.
Yep.
And if some of those skills transfer to soccer, bro, they gonna get. I'm not gonna say they don't get blown out, but it's gonna be tough to beat them. I'm
Yep.
not gonna lie to you. I don't
Yeah.
see them. I think the Generation of Miracles is killing them in both,
Yeah.
personally.
I agree with that. I agree with that because the only last thing I said about the topic, the biggest argument that everybody else had with against them was saying that, hey, bro, Blue Lock is like higher or better in a verse, like more towards the peak than Generation of Miracles. Because the Generation of Miracles, I don't think this wasn't an anime, but I think the author came out and said this, or he like showed like I think he showed like a how they do like extra drawings. Something. I think he did like a drawing, and he showed like what they was doing like after like high school and stuff, and it was all like working regular jobs. So in saying that they never made it to the NBA, people biggest arguments like, bro, they never even made it to the NBA. Blue Lock is not playing against pros, but they at least U20. What's the name? Didn't even make it in, but they didn't even go to college. That's what they were saying. But I was trying to explain to people. I forgot what's the correct term you use it, but like just cause something is from the creator himself, not gonna like you don't still take it as fact. I forgot it's like a term that called that. Cause yes, he the creator, but I was telling people somebody that could shoot a regular three from any spot on the court. It's impossible for him not to make it to the league. Never see anything
right.
like that.
Fact.
Steph Curry is an anomaly because he can shoot. Well, he's down on steroids. So I was like, that's like disingenuous because like if you know NBA, that's gonna be something they never seen before. So you telling me he didn't make it to the NBA? Really?
Yeah,
So that's why I was trying to counter that argument because I was like, that don't make sense. But
yeah.
we yapped a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about. I'm gonna give us like this. So I'm gonna have this the weekly segment. I'm gonna just call it like the gauntlet. When like I did last week, I put Toji in a gauntlet. I asked him though, does he be Ken? Does he be Aang? Does he be Batman? That's what I said. I think that's what I said. And so
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get two anime. So I'm basically one anime character. So I told you, and I'm gonna put him versus the animated slash cartoon character, a comic book character, and an anime character. Two anime characters, but I can only think of one anime character. So I have three verses. So I'm gonna call this a gauntlet, and I'm gonna try to make this a weekly segment. So I'm gonna ask y'all. The person we have in the gauntlet this time is Bakugo. So he's gonna face an animated character, a comic book character, and another anime character. Since I was still on Avatar, I was thinking about Avatar still. So there's the Avatar. Wait, did you watch Avatar, the TV show, Joseph? Like the kid TV show?
I watched a lot of it. I didn't finish it though.
You didn't finish it, so you remember like the last fight?
But I did see the movie though. I have seen the movie. Like
Okay.
the
Yeah, okay, but you don't.
yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you can answer well with this one then, because this is the person. So I basically have Bakugo. Wait, sorry, give it a tick five. Who wins in a 1v1 death battle? Bakugo from My Hero Academia or Fire Lord Ozai from Avatar: The
Boo
Last Airbender? And I'm
Moses
gonna
comment.
say, yeah, and I'm gonna say during Sozin's
Yes,
comment at
yes.
the end of the series. So
Oh, who that is?
Honestly, my gut is telling me Bakugo, and I'm saying that because one, durability purposes,
mm,
right? Like Ozai really like don't be getting touched for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's
yeah,
because like yeah, you can say he's like OP in his verse, which he is, but like benders don't really have durability. Like if
who's
you
Bakugo
you
got?
get, I mean, I feel like we've seen Bakugo get thrashed, like, but he get back up though. You know what I'm saying? Versus like I mean, first of all, Aang was in his avatar state too, right? But it's like when
Crazy.
Ozai Loki got hit with a couple of hits, buddy dang near done. Like he
Like,
kind of cooked. He really he
that's
really
against
out of
Aang
there.
though, but that
You know
was
what I'm
against Aang
saying?
Avatar state.
You right. And I
And he
seen
was
Bakugo
enraged.
go up
And he was
against
enraged.
I've seen Bakugo go up against a bloodlusted one for all. You know what I'm saying?
What did he get
And
hit by
he
though?
you can say, but that's another thing, right? Will Ozai even be able to hit him?
You think
Right?
his
Because of
speed too
how fast
fast?
I think we all know, like I know you're a real big speed guy, right? I think Bakugo is blows him out the water in terms of speed. And we know his reaction time is way better.
Yep.
And from a battle IQ perspective, I would give it to Bakugo as well because he's had to fight opponents basically stronger than him majority of his life, right? Like some of the main guys he's had to fight was speaking Shigaraki and One for All. Like Ozai, he hasn't he don't have the reps right in the life or death situations. I feel like to
We
be able
haven't
to
seen
pull
it.
this one out. So that's why I'm giving it to Bakugo because durability, speed, battle IQ, and experience. Bakugo has all of those. Even though Ozai is
Older.
older, and you can maybe be able to say, well, Ozai was able to become the Fire Lord because of what he's shown, blah blah blah. And it's like, hey, that's cool, brother. I ain't seen it, so I can't take nothing
Can you
for it. You
use
feel me?
can you use what's the name as a comparison, I guess, to try to compare what's his brother name? A very popular character. Oh
Iroh?
oh man.
Iroh, Uncle Iroh.
Arrow. So, Ozai beat him out for the position. So, how we seen not a lot, but we seen Uncle Aru some, battle line, his experience, his wisdom, his strength. So can you maybe try to at least base it off that since Lord Ozai, maybe not experience wise, but he's stronger than his brother.
But even with that, my rebuttal would be I don't think Iroh wanted the throne though.
Yep.
I think Ozai was ready to kill over there. Iroh, bro, I don't want to kill my brother. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? So it's I would like to I feel you because he did beat him out for it, but was Iroh really trying for it for real? I don't think he was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that don't really move me.
Okay, I was just asking to get benefit of the doubt, yeah, because Ozai is a little difficult. It's more about his statements, because he's top of the verse. Nobody can mess with his
Right,
strongest.
right,
He's one of the
right.
strongest. Even now, he's still one of the strongest firebenders you ever seen. Probably the strongest firebender we ever seen. Bro was broken. But yeah, I just don't think. Yeah, I think Bago got it. I ain't know for some reason, like I said, I want to say it feels like it's closer. Or I think it is before I thought about it, because how much Ozai is hyped up. And what we seen at first, because he was cooking Aang. After Aang did all that training, he was cooking my man during the time. Cooking him. And we seen Aang make a mockery out of people early on, just playing with them. And Ozai was just, bro, Aang was at the back corner, though. He was about to body him. But that scene also shows me that Ozai AP not enough.
At
Fire is
all.
pretty strong, but for example, Aang was able to block a lot of hits with the little rock barrier. Bago, I think he blown through that in one hit, one explosion. And I think it's kind of difficult because Bago has more AP only what I like it because explosion is going to have more explosive power, clear explosions. Fire is it's not that type of destructive
I mean, it
force.
can be. It's
Yeah,
just if it was blue, shoot.
but do you think his lightning? How about that? Do you think his lightning? Do you think that would be difficult for Bago? Because lightning is fast. I don't know how fast Bago is. I don't know if he's faster than lightning. Do you
Bago's
think he
faster
can?
than lightning
You do you
speed. I'm
think?
not gonna lie.
Do you think? How about if he hit him with it? You think if he hit him with it, Bago is cooked? You think if he get
No,
like
I
a lightning?
don't,
You
bro.
think if he get a lightning hit off, he's not bodying Bakugo?
I don't,
You
bro,
think
bro. I
Bago
seen
taking a lightning
Bakugo
hit?
get bodied by Shigaraki, and he got up and he said, "Bro, literally had a freaking lethal shooter moment." Said, "I understand it now." Shiggy said, "What the? Where he go?"
Oh,
And
whoa,
this is
whoa, 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 whoa,
this is.
whoa, 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 whoa. But he was gonna die though. What's the name saved him? You forgot about the edge shot saved him. Remember the small
I'm
dude went inside his
saying,
body, he went his heart.
yeah,
He was
for
dead.
sure, for sure.
He was
But,
dead, but he saved him.
what I'm saying, even he still got back up. This is before
Before
Edshot went
that,
into him. He got back up, and bro, leave the shooter said, "I understand it now." Bro was moving so fast. Shigaraki like, bro, how is bro moving like this right now? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and that's literally at that point was the strongest person in the verse. Or whatever, right? And he could barely keep up with how fast Bakugo was moving. So I'm like, I don't. He that it don't, the light it doesn't matter because Bakugo's not getting hit by that, bro.
okay. So going to the next. Just so you can put this users. We was just talking about it. This man. I'll let you go first. Bakugo versus Spider Man in a 1v1 death battle. Who do you got taking the dub? Got for me, Joseph. Who you got, man? This one a little difficult, huh?
So many different factors, bro. Because athleticism, Spider-Man blowing him out the water.
Yeah, but who's faster? You
And
think?
I don't know if his webs would be like. Let me see, bro.
I don't think his web's slowing him down. Well, it can if you use it correctly. I think. But Bago explosion stuff is too easy.
Because like if
every
I'm
time at the
thinking
Bago
about
at the
it,
end of the series, when the series is over, did he still have like the sweat across his body, or is that like a one time thing? I don't know if that's it. Well, let's just say that Bago, because from we know that was the strongest one. So I don't know if his webs can stop him, because he could cause explosions from like anyone in his body, right? Or like if he even if he sweat, it's not just hand. Yeah,
It's
so I
from
don't
the
know if his webs
sweat
stop.
glands.
But sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead, Joe. I didn't mean to interrupt.
bro, this is a tough one for real.
Because first try to explain their win cons then go from that. So what kind of attack Spider-Man has to land on Bago hit? So Hendo was just saying Bago a little tanky, but Spider-Man is strong as hell, underrated strong. So you think Spider-Man
Yeah, he's strong.
do you think if Spider-Man is not holding back and get a good hit, like fully punch him, do you think Spider-Man can just one shot him? Or you think Spider-Man got to get multiple hits in? Or you think all Spider-Man needs is one good punch? He's cooking Bakugo.
Bakugo took a hit from All for One.
Okay, I would see
Not All for One.
Shigaraki.
What's his name?
Shigaraki. I don't know.
Shigaraki not as strong as
That's another thing. I don't know. Shigaraki after it depends when he
That
got hit
point
by him.
time,
After he came out of the what's the name? You remember he was so OP because he was like I think dang near strong as All Might and stuff like that. Like he was like the Nomu stuff. Nomu strong as hell. You remember competing with All Might.
yeah.
I don't know exactly how strong he is, but he's like at least relative to Deku and All Might. I'm pretty sure at least strength wise. You remember they Aozua, whatever his name, was literally using his powers on Shigaraki. He was still giving him that work with none like without his decay. He was biting the boys, pure strength. So it's a lot of things. So first I'm gonna say so you think Bago can take a couple hits from Spider-Man? How many hits you think Spider-Man gotta get like 5 clean hits?
I think if he can, I think Bakugo can only take maybe one clean hit from Spider-Man for real.
Okay,
for real.
now for Bago.
If he,
sorry, go ahead.
I think if Spider-Man land at more than one or two, Bakugo done.
He's
for.
cooked.
Like he gonna slow down and it's gonna get bad for him.
So what do you think? What do you think Bakugo? How many hits can Spider-Man take? How many explosions can he take from Bakugo? Like a shit ton. Cause Bakugo just be spamming.
I think a lot.
Be spamming. Yeah,
bro.
Be spamming.
I know this is not irrelevant, but in Spider-Man 3, he had Venom holding him down while Sandman just
beating the dog piss out of him.
Bro, like that's crazy. Yeah, he can take it. Pause.
Okay, so he can take a lot more hits from Bakugo explosions than. So I'm trying to set the scene for the fight for you. So you saying Bakugo will have to be elusive, dang or not get caught at all, and just overwhelm Spider-Man. Basically, what it is, he has to overwhelm Spider-Man with hits, and his quantity of attacks will get him. So that's the fight. But if Spider-Man catch him 2 clean times,
it's over.
Like clean one. I ain't talking about half hit, but clean ones. Bakugo is done for. Okay, next let's say you out speed. Then how much faster?
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I just talked myself through solving this problem, and it's Spider-Man, bro.
Spider-Man win. Okay, let us know. What you learned.
Gonna win, bro.
What you learned? Why?
Just based off that first segment in terms of like durability.
I remember Spidey sense too.
I'm not gonna say Spider-Man's just as because when Bakugo get to going crazy, he's fastest. Like you can't really catch him up for real. Yeah, so obviously Spider-Man's senses are gonna help him a lot, his durability and strength. But where Bakugo fails is his durability. He's not gonna be able to take too many hits from Spider-Man. And since Spider-Man is fast and strong at the same time, also he got the webs, bro. The webs. Even though they're not gonna pay a big factor, but it's gonna cause a disturbance.
All he needs is that one little slipper.
All he needs is a few, and he gonna get at least 1 or 2 in, and it's gonna get bad for him quickly.
Okay.
Bakugo gonna slow down, and you gotta think, bro, just 15 for real. How old is he? 15? 16?
Only 14, 15.
Bro, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Hindo,
Spider-Man winning
as the
that.
resident Spider-Man favorite, so we just doing general Spider, movies, comics, general
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's always a myth Joe saying, "Oh man, Spider-Man." Well, not a myth. It's true. Spider-Man always holding back. So that's what I'm saying. Spider-Man is pretty strong. Without holding back, he ain't Superman by any means. But I think he can lift like hella ton. So his punch force, theoretically, if Spider-Man not holding back, like a regular human body, he can like punch through their body. Theoretically, if he's not holding back, theoretically, he can just full strength if he's not holding back. Theoretically, that's what he could do. But as a resident Spider-Man #1 fan, and you was just talking about, you was just praising Bakugo. Ooh, speed, his battle IQ, his abilities, his durability. You were just glazing him. Do you think he can take Spider-Man in the 1v1?
Spider-Man watching him.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh.
saying that
Ooh,
because the main thing for me is gonna be the durability thing,
Okay.
right? Like just looking at some of the things that Spider-Man has went through, right? Like obviously is like and an addition to like tanking hits and stuff like that, right? I've seen like buildings fall on top of Spider-Man,
And he's just
whatever,
fine,
right? And
perfectly
he's
fine.
like just
Getting
pushing
down
off the ground, like grit.
perfectly
I'm like,
fine.
if that happens to Bakugo, I'm not gonna lie, he needs to go see Kiss Kissy Doctor.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? He's cooked.
I know
I'm
it's
not gonna
different,
lie.
but he did get sent through buildings and was skidding on the freeway. He got how many buildings did he get sent through when he was doing his
he
speed
did.
thing?
He
He
did.
fled,
He
and
did.
I know that's completely different.
That's true.
Getting the whole building dropped on you is completely different than going through building. But I'm just trying to drive cars, smoking. He went through like at
That's
least 3 buildings. He was boom, boom, and then he
okay.
skidded on the freeway. And you remember the faster speed equals power. So he was going fast as shit. So that means it
Right.
hurts even more. And he skidded on the freeway and was laughing about it.
So it's like he was on a high though. You know what I'm saying? He was on a high. But
Was laughing about
so
it.
like for me, durability is probably gonna be
Takes a
like
big
one of the
factor.
biggest factors, right?
Okay.
Because like now 2 hits, I don't know if it only
We talking
takes
about clean
two,
ones. Clean
but
ones, like
I yeah,
like
like
if
if it's a true
clean,
clean,
yes, we
like
talking about true
we talk
clean.
about if it's a boxing match, you get
Is
like
it?
a nice hook
Yeah,
on
like
them.
that. Clean ones. You talking about clean
I
ones?
it's hard pressed for me to think Bakugo can take more than like 6 of those. And I really think that's me kind of being generous to
Yeah,
Bakugo, right? Clean hits, right? Obviously, you're gonna get some other ones in while you
yeah,
fighting, while you boxing. Versus like because of Spider-Man's durability that we've seen, and Bakugo really it takes some time for him to kind of cook up something crazy where he has enough sweat that builds up in his grenade to have a crazy blast like that, right? So as far as like little baby blast, I don't really think they doing too much for him, right? Because it's like obviously you have to be right here. Bago has to be right next to him in order to actually be able to hit him,
yeah,
right? And I think this is where like the webs may not be able to help a lot from a offensive perspective, but I think from a defensive perspective, this is where they come in because obviously Spider-Man has a spider sense, and it's like he's gonna be able to sense that oncoming danger, and that's when he can use the webs to kind of like get out the way or whatever, right? So it's like from a speed perspective. I do think Bakugo probably is faster because he has instantaneous speed
yeah,
with the blast, right? And I think if you do say Bakugo wins, that has to be your argument,
yep.
right? Spider-Man can't react in enough time,
He's
even
so
if he does
fast.
have the spider
It
sense, it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter if
He's
he
so
can't
fast.
react to it because Bakugo can move, let's say at light speed or whatever, right? So it's like if that's what you want to say, not mad at that,
Yep.
right? But it's like to me it is really going to be similar to the Batman Toji thing, right? I believe that
I
Spider-Man
forgot what he
obviously
said.
has superhuman reflexes or whatever, right? And not only does he have superhuman reflexes, he also has like sensory, like he has a sensory con with the spider sense, right? So it's like if you combine
Mhm.
both of those two, and if you're saying he's able to react to that and not able to kind of get caught offside or blindsided by it, I think that's what's going to allow Spider-Man to win because it's like he's just going to be able to get in more hits on Bakugo. Maybe if Bakugo hits him with like a surprise,
Yeah,
like howitzer impact or something like that, and it's like that can do a lot of damage to Spider-Man, but I think he's getting up from that, bro. Like I think, and at that point, that's Bakugo's like ace in the hole, right? And that's really he's really tired at that point because that's how much sweat he would have had to accumulate up in that time. So like outside of that, I think Spider-Man is stronger. I think he's more durable. I'll give speed to Bakugo, but I think Spider-Man has better reflexes from a battle IQ perspective. I low key think I'm leaning towards Spider-Man too.
hmm
Just because it's like I don't know if like Bakugo he's seen Endeavor. right? As far as that fight. So it's like you already seen a guy with that kind of skill set. You can maybe say that Spider-Man is like Deku with Black Whip, right? But it's like
It's
to
better.
me, Spider-Man's proficiency with
It's
his
way better.
webs and
Yeah.
web slinging dwarfs Deku's, right? So it's like that's like a completely different thing. So it's like that's why I think I would give it towards Spider-Man versus Deku, not Deku versus Bakugo. But it
Yeah,
sounds like you got Bakugo with it though.
nah, I honestly don't know. This one is probably the closest one because, like you said, Spider-Man has strength and
It ain't close to me.
durability, and he has agility. I think Bago is faster, but Spider-Man has
Right.
faster agility. But Bago
Yes,
has
definitely more athletic.
here has like he's just faster, and it's not like close to me like regular speed. But Spider-Man agility is keeping him in it, I think. But Bago's speed is not even close because all of them was moving and stuff like that. And he was like, I think Bago at that point was the fastest in the verse. I think he's the fastest in the verse when he was, and we talking about that Bago, he the fastest in the verse, and that verse is pretty fast. Shigaraki was like flying with jets, I think that one time or whatever. So
Mock
I think
speed.
he's easily faster than Mach speed. So it's just that, like
So
you
he's
said,
faster than the
it's
speed of sound, but do you think he's as fast as the speed of light?
I don't think it's light. That would be crazy for the. I don't think my hero verse is light. I
That
don't.
would be crazy.
Yeah, cause
Would be
I don't think it's
crazy.
light. But I don't know exactly. You know, you got to do power scalers, but probably like lightning.
No, for sure,
He
for
probably
sure.
lightning up for sure. I don't know for sure. But basically, it just comes down to the speed and durability, like you said. If Bakugo was so much faster than him, how many hits or explosions do he have to take to what's the name? Because Spider-Man has more strength, but I think Bakugo has more AP, attack potency, with his what's the name, if he builds it up and stuff like that. Because I guess you can
But that's
compare
the
him.
thing,
You
right? He has
compare
to
it to
build it up
Shigaraki
enough,
and
right?
Deku. Yeah, you compare him, but I think he can do. I think he showed to be able to destroy massive structures or whatever. So it just depends on either do you think Spider-Man will catch Bakugo lacking first before Bakugo can get a chance to build that. That's what it is. So it's really hard, bro. It's difficult. I mean, I don't know. I guess just be different and throw a wrench in there. I'll give it to Bakugo, I guess. I'm gonna say Bakugo's speed is just so outrageous
Right.
that
Dwarfs,
that
yeah.
Spider-Man, but it can really go either way. I'm fine
Yeah.
with the other because Spider-Man, because you could say that maybe Spider-Man would be surprised he never made somebody like this, but Spider-Man, his natural fighting ability is off the charts. So he don't really get
But
caught
it's
lacking with any. He don't Spider-Man really nothing like because maybe he'll get surprised a little bit at the beginning, but Bakugo doesn't have enough AP to instantly end the fight.
right,
Spider-Man
Yep.
is
right. So
way like him to say, buildings fell on him, get hit by the Hulk, crazy. And similar to Bago, how Bago body was destroyed, he stay up. Spider-Man is even better at standing up past his breaking point. So not only is Spider-Man natural
Yep.
durability better, if they are both in like say all the bones broken in their body, Spider-Man is gonna be more better at handling that than Bago is. So it's just Spider-Man durability is off the charts. It's just difficult, bro. Because like I say, he got so much shit happen to him, and he's able to fight throughout the night and do stuff. It's hard, and also another thing, Loki is a spider web. Is how I don't know how durable it is. It's just difficult, bro. Because I don't know how fast. I'm trying to think of instances. I'm thinking common where Spider Man probably fought somebody that fast, but I can't think of anything that he fought somebody that
me
fast
neither.
as Bakugo.
Because I'm
It's
thinking of a
difficult.
like I was thinking of Shocker. As far as like because Bago obviously he's not a
His
ranged
like hits or
opponent,
whatever. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like he had
He's like mid
so you
range a little
have to
bit.
get up
Yeah,
close. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could
he's
say
got a little
that,
bit.
but it's like it depends on how big you want his blast to
Yeah,
be, right? So it's like, but I feel like for the most part, Baco has to get right up on you in order for him to actually do some damage for real,
he's
right?
fast.
So I like to me the most similar guy I can think of would maybe be Shocker, but like even
Oh,
still, it's like
he
obviously he's faster.
he fought Electro. Because when he go into electric
Yeah,
thing, that's
Mm.
that fast, and he's able to
yeah,
react to that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Spider-Man is able to
That's
keep with
lightning
that
speed right
dodge
there.
abilities. So yeah, I just give it to Spider-Man. He's just so how do I just it's just that even though this is Bago so fast, I'm thinking of Deku because they are relative speed. Bago fast. Some Deku be moving, bro. Shigaraki be
You
moving,
do,
Deku be moving, and Bago is even faster than that, bro. So it's just I'm really interested to see what y'all saying. I'm really interested to see what because that's I think I'm most now have the most controversy, even when that Batman Intuition
but
one.
the thing with
It's just
Bakugo's
difficult,
speed though,
bro.
it's like
He has to build it up. You think?
it take exactly right. Like he first and like because I'm like this fight is to me. I'm thinking close quarters, right? I'm not saying they're in a room, but let's say they're on New York on a street, right? Like when Bago was moving that fast, or even when Deku and Shigaraki move that fast, they're like moving like miles upon miles, right? As opposed to this fight is unless so you tell me unless Bago goes down 30, 40 blocks, right, in order to build up enough speed to actually get fast enough to that point. I don't even know if you could truly say that's like really helping him that much because yes, he has the instantaneous speed, but in order to get as fast as what we're referring to,
Yeah.
I just don't think the fight is gonna like. For instance, when he fought off one for all, that's like over the entire city basically,
He did
or
speed
whatever,
blitz it
right?
though.
I
Yeah, you talking
just
about
don't think
Shigaraki.
they're
He
moving
speeded
that much or
Shigaraki.
moving that far
I don't know. It's
or
the
whatever
blitz.
in this
But
fight,
Bago can take space as well because Bago is smart too, so he can take space.
right?
It's just how fast was Deku? I know he was nowhere near as fast. And how fast was Deku when they was like fighting? Like you remember they was like after class or after school was dark and they fought. How fast is that? I'm trying to compare. Do you think that Deku is like around Spider-Man natural speed? I'm talking about the scene where he like where Bago dodged the kick. Cause that was pretty fast.
When
I'm trying to see. I was
yeah,
trying to
when the kid
and
came down
Bago
like
was able.
this,
So I'm trying to say his reaction time. Cause do you think that's generally Spider-Man's speed at that moment? I know Deku wasn't nowhere near his speed at the peak, but do you think that was generally Spider-Man's speed when he was
I would say that's
using that?
close.
You close.
I
I'm
would
saying
say it's
so.
close.
I was saying so. You think Bago now can hit because he can react? If he can react to that, and it was angling. You said close quarters. They were stupid close. It was close.
You talking about one hit though? You talking about one hit? You talking about
No,
one
but
dodge?
he was hanging with
Spider-Man still gonna touch
he
him.
was hanging with that. Even if Deku wasn't trying to fully beat him, but angling it's difficult. I think we're gonna talk forever about this. It's difficult. We can move on because like I said, I'm really interested to post this probably be the first one because I'm interested to see what people say about this. Before we move on to the last
yeah,
topic, we're gonna quickly talk about Bleach. Cause I didn't think we're gonna yap too much about other things, but we did. So we're gonna quickly talk about Bleach, 2 episodes, and we're gonna get out of here. Let me see what Boba said right quick though. Josie talking about you. He said the homie definitely needs to get on Avatar, Anger Core. This is required reading, brother. I heard the books, the novels are good, but yeah, he right though. You need to watch that, man. Core is still good, even though it's less than Avatar. You need to, and you talk about the movie. We can talk about it next week. Are you fine with that? Talking about the Avatar movie since you just watched it, Joseph. Let's talk about it next week.
I didn't watch the new movie. No,
Oh, you
I
know what's
watched
new?
I watched
what
the
movie you
old.
was talking about?
Wait. No. We're talking about the Airbender one, not the blue people. Are you talking about
What
the
you
blue
talking
people?
about?
Are you talking about the tall blue people? Or are you talking about Avatar: The Last
I thought you said you
Airbender?
just watched the new Avatar movie.
Not the new one. I watched the other,
The
like the other
Airbender. No, look,
Airbender,
listen.
Last Minute,
Sorry,
the
Airbender.
last
You watched it?
Airbender.
What movie?
Yeah.
Hold on, Joseph. Hold on, wait. No, I think we got a problem, brother. Was it live action?
No, it was not that
I
one.
was about to say, bro.
It wasn't that one.
What movie
So
you
you
talking
watched the
about?
one on Prime or like on Paramount?
It's hold on, let
What
me
movie
show
is?
you. Let me show you.
I
It came out, bro. It came out a minute
what is it?
ago.
I don't know what movie he talking about.
Because
He
I ain't gonna lie,
do.
he got me though too, folks. I ain't
First,
gonna
I think
lie.
some of the blue people. Then I think some of the live action trash ones. I was like, what you talking about?
Hold on.
All right, why you
Nah,
finding
this
that?
is
All right,
funny.
why you finding that? I'm gonna keep reading Boba comments. He said earlier too. He said, "I want to see Bago fight Shinra in Fire Force." I ain't gonna lie. Bago is fast, but if Shinra getting
Shinra
it, if
watching
Shinra
him.
is fast, he's low key fast. He
Sinner
said,
watching him.
or
If
or
it's
you.
Sinner, if it's Sinner Boncho, man, it's
We ain't
not a
talking about that. We
fight.
ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that, of course. But he
Oh, I'm
said he
finna
said
say
he said or Roy Mustang. I think Roy Mustang is just
Baco
too
watch the
slow.
Roy.
Blue
Yeah,
Exorcist. Oba from Blue Exorcist is cold. And then he said your boy Natsu. Quickly, Natsu versus Bago. Quick.
not to
Natsu. Okay, let me go on to the. Let's
durability.
see. He said something interesting. I don't know if it count. He said if Ozai gets a comet boost, then Bago go get a sweat boost. Do you think his sweat power would be increased? That's interesting.
I mean, we already thought
He already lost,
Bakalo was
yeah. So if
cooking
he
it
get increased,
regardless.
yeah.
So if
So
he sweat more because of the comment, that just make it a quicker fight. Shoot.
he said Peter Parker can take Green Goblin any day. He's not using poison gas. If Bago isn't ranking with the Goblin. Yeah, it's just Bago is durable, but I don't think he take any direct hits. I'm saying I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many because my head was
Yeah,
so long,
because
but
Green
I'm trying
Goblin
to
low key a super
yeah.
soldier too.
I'm trying to
Like
imagine. I'm trying to imagine scenes where Bago took direct hits. Like I can't remember really a lot of them.
he really did
I've
it for
watched him in so
real.
long. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's his specialty with dodges. So I'm saying, that's his specialty of doing that? Is he fighting people that strength wise can beat him? But that's what he used to do.
But he's
Joseph,
normally
I
like
said this man don't listen.
This the live action?
I said, is that live action? Do you know what live action means, Joseph? Live action is like that.
It's
Real
two live
people.
action movies. This one came out in 2010.
Wait, let me see. Is that the TV show,
Bro,
bro?
this the one that came out in 2010, bro.
That's
bro,
the
that's a
ass
live
one,
action.
bro.
Bring it
That was
closer
the
to the
ass
camera,
one.
folks.
Hold on.
That was
Let me
the
see.
ass one, I think. Or was that a
Nah,
TV
that's a
show,
live
bro?
action. I think
That's
that's a live action.
I can't tell. Yeah,
Hey, take
bro.
a
That's your
screenshot and
Nah,
send it in
it's
the group
not the
chat.
live.
Joseph,
bro.
Take a screenshot,
I'm
send it to me.
telling you.
Joseph, whenever you say live action is just like regular movies, like Odyssey. Like that's like real people, real actors. That's what we mean by live action.
I'm thinking y'all talking about the trash live action, like like how they did the Death
But
Note
but
movie.
still,
Like that was trash.
but no matter what though, we want you to watch the animated shows and stuff like that. The live actions is nowhere
Yeah,
near.
yeah.
Yeah, that the
I started to show
Joe,
though. I started to
this
show.
this is a live action, brother.
that's
Oh,
I think that's
okay.
a trash one, bro.
I bet.
That is a trash one.
And you like that one?
Huh?
Did you really enjoy that?
I enjoyed it because I haven't seen the show
Brother,
yet.
you gotta
But I
watch.
like the book. I
Look,
like the
compared to the show, say the show's a 10 out of 10. That's like a 3 or 2, if I'm being generous.
Joe, I ain't gonna lie.
That's like a
Whoa.
-1, bro.
My father, and my sister walked out of the movie theater in that
Joseph, it
movie,
is
bro.
bad, Joseph. Wait,
Oh.
Hendo,
We walked out
Hendo,
the movie theater.
Oh.
Hendo,
Boo!
please don't tell me that was one where they was like lifting the rocks up slowly and stuff like that. Joseph, our building is off the charts. Toph is gonna change your. Hey, Hendo, he gonna have a heart attack when he see what Toph go do and King Boomy. He could be like, "What the hell?" But yeah, Joseph, watch the animated series, bro.
Hey, Joe, I ain't gonna lie, you funny.
That's
All right,
funny,
bet.
bro.
No, say, look, I watched the movie.
All right, let me finish talking about Bobo comments so we can quickly talk about Bleach and get up out of here. He said Endeavor might take the Goblin. I think I might take Endeavor because I feel like Endeavor AP is stronger than Bakugo, and he can do it like more quickly. His fire is just hot. Goblin is a super soldier, but that's too hot for him, bro. He's burning that man.
And he got a suit too, like actual like metal
and
suit.
he was able to fight with a Nomu that's super strength, so he could take a couple hits. Said Spider-Man never hits with his full strength in the movie. Yeah, that's what he was talking about. His punch, that's what I say. He could punch through somebody's body easily. He said Peter has peak observation Haki. The Spider Sense is OP, and he said only Nightcrawler has better sensory. Yeah, his sensory in general to be able to teleport around is better. Bago's strongest punch was Vegeta's hand broken to Peter. Yeah, that's what we was talking about. His explosions instead. Miles Morales is demolishing Bago. I don't know about.
I think he is.
I ain't gonna lie. Miles in the movies was moving.
He got way more hats
AP. Yeah,
than Peter do,
so yeah,
bro.
probably yeah. He said,
Way more.
look, it's funny. Boba said, don't let your mans watch live action. We passed those days. I'm sorry. He already watched it. He already watched it, Bubba. He already watched it, Bubba.
It's over.
He already watched it. Then the last thing,
Bubba, we getting it right, bro.
the last thing he said was, we don't even talk about that movie in these spaces. Someone get your mans. I tell you, Joseph. You see me talking about how bad it is, Joseph? Boba, that's what we mean. It's that bad, bro. It's that bad. So we're going to quickly get to that's so funny. And he was like, "Oh, it's good" and stuff like that. That's funny, bro.
That's why when he said, we said, wait, huh? What you? Nah, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's quickly get to this, man. I'm gonna go. We can talk about the Bleach 2 episodes. Let's bunch them together. Quickly give our score 1 out of 10 of positives. Right, quick. How y'all feel about season? If I remember correctly, episode 1, me and Joseph probably had it like a 9, 8.5, and Hendo maybe had it a little bit lower, but still good. He was all saying it generally was good. So let's see if it continue with this. So Joseph, we want you to go and go first. How you feel about episode 2 and 3 of Bleach TYBW last season, or Core 4 or whatever? How you feel about it? So basically, I'm sorry. Let me set the scene for the audience. It's the end of the episode 2 is the end of Kisuke versus I forgot the dude name fight, right? And then
it wasn't the end of it.
Yeah. So that was the end of it. And episode 3 was Ichigo's transformation at the end, correct? Okay, so it's the scene. So episode 3, Yuha was Ichigo versus Yuha and forgot old girl name. And then 2 was the end of Kisuke and fight. Yes, so sorry, go ahead, go. Yeah, or Hime, sorry, go ahead, go. First you start with episode 2 then.
Episode 2.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The score, I say it was like a 9 out of 10.
Okay, that's good.
I don't remember seeing Kisuke's Bankai. I think he said that was his first time using it, right?
Around the current people, so we don't know if he used. He think he used it in the past, but just around the people that was there.
Around yeah. So his Bankai is gas, like bro, like that was crazy. That was crazy, and I see why he never used it, bro. It's like OP, like OP. Got to see Grimjaw pull
The
up.
GOAT.
That was one of my favorite parts. Bro, got to see him
In the
pull
manga,
up.
that was surprising, bro. I didn't expect that at all.
Let me see, reading my notes, and I guess it's Ichigo just now pulling up. His first time pulling up to fight Yuha.
You
So
are, bro.
yeah, that episode was good. I say that was 9 out of 10.
Okay.
That episode.
Any more thoughts about
Uh,
episode 2? That's it. Last thoughts about
no,
episode
that's
2.
it.
Okay. Any quick negatives? So nothing that really like man, it was
Quick negatives.
nothing. It was just
No.
okay. All right, go to episode 3. Then how you feel about episode 3? Excuse me.
Episode 3, I don't care about nothing else that happened, but Ichigo transforming at the end of that episode, bro. That's
How you
all
feel?
that
How you
mattered
feel
to
about? Oh
me.
yeah, how you feel about that? Do you see like the hints of another form that he had?
Yeah,
The Vasta
not the
Lord,
hollow,
the
not that
Vasta,
Basta
yeah, the
Lord,
Vasta
yeah.
the hollow when he
But
had
that
both of the
was
horns.
gas.
Now he
That
had.
was
All right, so Marcus,
gas.
just forget anything else.
He
Is
said,
this you didn't see his full body, but is this one of Ichigo's best transformations? Because what people say, number one consensus is when his dung guy, I think is what it's called, when he did his last bunkai, he was wearing all black, like the shadows. People
Mugetsu.
generally
that's my
say,
favorite.
yeah,
That's
that's
my
generally his
favorite.
favorite. It's like that, Vasa Lord or whatever. So, do you think this new form, even though you haven't seen his full body yet, just with the horn and the markings and stuff, do you think this the best Ichigo
No,
transformation? Okay, where
no.
you got it? Is it
Um,
like just a quick range? Like what you got? Third, top 5 at least. Tell me, or I guess top 3 at least.
yeah, it gotta be top
Top 3.
five.
Well, yeah,
Is
that's what I said.
yeah,
Never mind. Sorry,
but
top 3.
I say I
Actually,
can't even
How
say
many he got?
he do has a
I
lot.
can't say
He has the
because
full
the
bringer.
one we was all black,
Yeah,
Vasta
full
Lorde, that's
bringer.
number 2 to me,
Vasa Lord.
and
Don't got. I mean, when he's in Sheik, I guess you can count. Yeah, Bunkai, and then the full bringer, and then before he did the final, what's the name? You remember he transformed, then he had like the black arm thing and like the chain around his thing.
With
So
the
that
chain
one
around
it's
it.
pretty cool. So he
that
have a
was
couple.
gas too.
The
That
full
was
bringer,
gas too.
the base full bringer one, I like that. Like the base, his base look different than the OG when the first episode, like when he just in base form, like the Shinigami drip is different. When he was in the full bringer arc. I actually like that a lot. So I was asking, but is it top 3 for sure? Then I was gonna say that.
Nah, it ain't top 3.
Okay. So sorry.
It
Go
ain't
and
top
continue
3.
with your what's the name?
But the transformation was gas. His sword started to change color. She like, what's happening to your sword? What's happening? He
Yeah.
said, nah, I gotta show them because they didn't forgot who I am for real. So I gotta show them what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Well, that was my favorite part of
Peak.
the show.
Yo, what's good,
I say
John?
the episode was like this episode was like an 8. It was cool. It was cool. But yeah, that was my favorite part though.
So you like episode 2
For
better
sure.
than 3 though?
Yeah.
Okay, and
It was
right
a
quickly.
lot. It was a lot of going on cameos.
Yeah, before I
Brimjaw pulling up.
Oh, how you feel about the was that in the episode
Mel pulled up too.
all the captains fighting? Well, not
Oh,
captains, but the captains fighting the
you
Jiro.
so right. What's the
How-
ice captain called? And he went crazy. What's his name? I forgot his
Coach
name.
Hey,
Nora?
Hendo. Hey, you
Bro,
got some
he
peak coming
went
up. Hey, you got some.
dumb.
You talking about Mongo?
Hey, you got some
He
peak.
went
Hendo. Hey,
dumb.
Joseph.
That's what you talking about.
Joseph.
Yeah, he went dumb.
Hey,
All I'm gonna say, Joseph.
Hey, be on the lookout, man.
That's what I'm
Be
saying.
on the
All I'm
lookout,
saying.
dog. Be on
Oh,
the
he cold
lookout,
like that, bro.
dog.
He
No.
cold like that.
Something gonna happen. He gonna do something that's
Hey,
clean as hell.
hey. What he do? What he do? He said,
He's like, oral for me. He
said,
about to oral for
oh,
me.
that's what
He
he
about,
did.
it should happen low key. It should definitely happen in the next 2 episodes. It should happen in the next 2 episodes for sure.
Yo,
So
you
yeah.
gonna know we talking about in a couple weeks.
So
Believe
yeah,
that?
how you feel about him pulling up, Kapachi pulling up, and like they banter right quick, them joking around or like trying to bite each other. It was right. Did it happen in this episode 3?
Nah, Kenpachi did not pull up yet, bro.
Kapachi not there, folks.
The movie messed me up. Then the website I watched, wait, really? Episode 3 I watched
Positive.
Man,
showed
you
it.
guarantee you.
tripping, dog. You probably like
Guarantee it.
No, episode 3 I watched showed it. That's kind of crazy. You sure? Yeah,
Brother, I just
y'all watched
watched
the
it.
full episode, but did you actually do what you did with Chat that one time when you stopped it
No,
before?
bro. The last thing we saw in this episode was the transformation.
So you didn't see Gerald
That was
at
genuinely
all?
right before the ending. No, Gerald was in the episode, but Kenpachi wasn't there. You said Kenpachi was there.
So what? Did the other
In
captain
this
pull
episode,
up?
it was
Did the other captain pull
Shiryu
up?
with like the visors.
Yeah,
They
but
were
after that, I'm
fighting.
sorry. After that, so
It
only
was only Toshinoro.
my episode 3 showed the Kenpachi, and then the other captain that's gonna pull up. It showed him too, and they was battling for like it was like a good fight. Like they showed fight scenes and everything.
Bro, did you watch like a preview of the next episode?
I don't know. It was a lot, bro. It showed
Bro, I
like it
don't
was at
know
least
what
5 minutes,
watching.
and then you remember
Yo, my
and
tweet.
you remember like the hints of what you was talking about happened. Like what he was talking about, like one of his things cracked.
No, bro. Hell no.
I guess the website
I
I
don't
was
know what
using.
you watch.
I guess the website I was using, cause it was a legal website, but for no reason they should have that on there. I don't know. It's crazy. It
Yeah,
showed
That's
that.
super
crazy.
illegal.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Well, sorry, I
Yeah,
was
we
slight
watched it on
spoiler then.
Hulu.
I'm not paying that.
But nah, we definitely
Oh, my bad.
nah.
That's why I would say that episode was better for me because it showed like them. You remember like the beginning of their fight when they all pulled up, like when the actual captains pulled up, it showed like the beginning of that fight. So that's why I like the episode. That's kind of crazy, bro. I have to look
That
it up
is
on my
nuts.
PC. That's good. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I guess that's all you guys say about episode 3, Joseph. Okay, yeah, I seen all of that.
Yeah.
All right, Hendo. I know. Okay, did they at least show? Can they also show Uryu and what's her name couldn't till you fight? Did they show that?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so I was asking you about that first. We get in, you kind of knew you had a problem. You said that was like the bottom, your least favorite thing for that. Did it continue to also leave a sour taste in your mouth? Pause.
Yes, for sure. I mean, maybe this was like a. Nah, it's still pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna lie. They could have cut that
That
for the
boy tried to
entire
cut. That boy
episode,
tried to
and
convince.
I would have been more than happy, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. To me, the coolest part was like him kind of like not acting like Ichigo, but like kind of like referencing Ichigo, and he's just like, I'm just thinking like what he would say
I
right
know you
now,
gonna say it
whatever,
right
right?
now. Yeah.
I was like,
That was
like
funny.
y'all got little bromance going, like y'all cute or whatever, you
That
know what I'm
was funny.
saying? But like, yeah, bro, they could have said that, bro.
Right,
Like, I'm
quickly.
cool.
Is this all? That's all added stuff, right? I don't remember. I thought like they fight was stupid short, right in the manga. That's all added stuff.
I
That's
don't
terrible
remember none
added
of it.
stuff. That's terrible added stuff.
To me, it's
That's
really a
bad added
waste of
stuff.
time, right?
That
You
bad
basically
added
just
stuff.
showing the same thing over and over again, right? It's
I
like,
was waiting until I thought it was trimming. I was waiting until like the scenes they showing the actual fight to have when he would start using like when they would start using like their litter powers. I thought I was like, why they haven't like what's happening? I thought they so Joseph that fight is gonna get better. Like the fight in the manga was short, but it was good. So I wanted more to fight, but I didn't want more of this BSing. Basically, right now they like both just BSing right now. They were BSing. That's why I
Talking
was
about Ichigo
surprised.
and Yuha?
No, Uryu and
Talking about,
Uryu the dude with glasses and the dude
oh
with
yeah,
the
they
gun.
just
long
chopping
dude.
it up for real.
Nah,
They
yeah,
just
like the
talking and
fight in the
stuff.
manga, it was like shorter and it had none of that. It was like them actually using their powers and it was pretty cool because you could see both of their abilities. It was like pretty cool them trying to win.
It's crazy. It's crazy because like out of the animation, like their fight looks the best right now. Like that, bro. Right now,
I think it's
it,
because
it looks
Uryu's
great.
stuff. It's because like his arrows and stuff and like the little
Yeah,
black
it just
shadows he
looked
using. Yeah,
fire. It
yeah.
looked fire to me.
Yeah, because you are, and what's name just throwing his what's name. Sorry, Henry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was gonna ask you about that. I remember that was your what's name. So, would you rate these
No, you good.
episode
Stinky,
2 and 3?
stinky.
Besides that, episode 2 and 3,
Episode 2, I was looking forward to Kisuke's Bankai,
did it let you
and I
down?
thought it was cool, but I low key think it kind of did because, like, I mean, I guess shock factor, it was kind of dope.
That's
The fact that it can show and like take everything apart and sew it back
reconstruct
together, right? So
everything.
like it sewed his eyes back together, like that was
Okay.
cool. But like, I mean, bro, kind of just felt like he was Silver Surfer the whole time, just kind of like riding on the thing, the sutures, right? And I'm just like,
But that's the problem with the thing in total. I
it's
feel
what we
like
doing, bro.
it's hard to find add extra content because they do it the Uryu that wasn't good. But most of the fights, bro, that they had versus later people in the manga was pretty quick, bro. Most of them was some
Right,
fights, bro.
which is fair,
Against all the
right? And
letter
it's
people.
like,
Sometimes I think it do any of the letter people. Maybe Kenpachi versus Grimmy was maybe one of the longest ones because it was going back and forth for many. Maybe that was. I think the other letter people that was pretty like the strong ones. Maybe wait did wasn't it already did a Bankai? Yeah, Rookie. She already did a Bankai stuff, right? Yeah,
yes,
that
I
was the
believe
last one.
so.
Yeah, so like
that was
maybe
the
that
last
fight,
one.
maybe that was saying. So most of these fights are pretty fast. So that's why I'm yeah, but it is. But I was gonna say about that real quick too. Is it because so many years have passed? I'm not feeling the luster that I felt for Bleach when when I was
Me
watching
neither,
this
bro.
coming out. I think
Yeah,
I
it
think
don't
it's
feel the
just the time.
same.
I think it's just the time. It's unfortunately I think it's just the time. Because I used to be one of the best Bleach
It's like
fans.
that
That I was like,
OG
oh,
that
that was like,
overstayed his welcome, bro.
I used to be like, oh man, Bleach is one of my favorites. It was better than One Piece. I used to
You used
be
to
debating
cut
with
for
that.
Bleach.
So I still love
Yeah,
Bleach like that, but
Donovan used to
it
cut
just
for
don't hit the
Bleach.
same. I think it's a time that I don't blame him though. Well, I actually blame them. I don't blame Kubo. He kept doing it, but I blame the people. It's been 10 plus years, so I'm not surprised that the original
But
fans will hit the
I
same.
low
Man.
key think is that and the core thing too, bro. Like
Blame Attack on Titan.
you got all this stuff spaced out. I'm like, so
Blame Attack on Titan.
yeah, man, my hype for it is really not there. But it's like I'm gonna watch it, right? Like I was excited to see Kisuke's Bankai, but when I saw it I'm like, dang, that's it though.
And it was 1-1
Like,
too. It was still like the manga. I think it's the
no, for
luster.
real. Like it's just I'm just like one like
Did you feel that
I'm like
Ichigo transformation too?
that it, I ain't gonna lie, that
Did you feel
episode
that
pissed
way?
me off. Oh my god. I
Feel
was
that way?
so mad watching that
I
episode,
think
bro,
him though.
because to me,
I think that stuff is added too. I think what's going on when he was just you are fighting. I think
bro,
that's
like
added,
just
right?
like you just hitting against a wall, bro.
The
And I'm like,
your choreography was
damn.
bad. The choreography was bad. I think
I'm
that's
like,
added. They added the wrong things. I think that was added. I don't remember none of that happened. I thought they like.
bro.
I don't remember none of that happened. Right? I'm not tripping.
And
Right? Do you remember that?
bro, Donovan, I knew I wasn't. I seen blood on my bone. Instinctually, my brain said, "Whoa, something crazy happens." Or whatever, right? I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
how I remember that. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the episode. I'm like, no way, my brain just sold me. Like, no way, I'm watching this episode thinking something crazy finna happen. And the whole time I'm just watching mid,
It's
like
bad added stuff. You know what
genuinely.
it is? I
You
think
know,
they
like
did it
and I'm
to help out
legitimately finna
Orihime.
get hot.
I think they did it to try to make Orihime more of a prominent thing.
And like, I'm not even mad at that.
I
Like,
think they
I'm
did
like,
it.
okay,
It's
take up for your
the way
man.
they
Go
executed
ahead.
it.
You know what I'm saying? But like the way Ichigo was fighting, I'm like, bro, you've been doing the same thing the last 10 minutes, fam.
They made him look lesser for Orihime more help, so she could actually help him with
Bro,
I think that so she could help more with the
he
shields. They did that to help him more with the shields. I think
I'm not gonna
that's why.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I do not
Watching the
remember putting that
episode,
much shields on,
I
bro.
said, I said, nah, Ichigo. I said Luffy and Naruto would never look like this. Oh,
I was
I said,
thinking
Yeah, it
this
looked
supposed to be
crazy.
the
It
guy in
looked
the big
crazy.
three.
I was
You supposed to
thinking
be
they
running
got
with my goat,
with the goats
and
with the goats.
I said, this can't be, bro. You doing the same thing over and over again. Then he tried to guess against Tensho, right? That didn't work. Then he tried to
I
Tensho
ain't gonna lie,
guess against
that
Tensho.
one was kind of loud though. I like that concept.
Oh, even that didn't work. What the happened? Like, I'm like, hey, bro, they was really getting me hot, bro.
I
They was
think they
really
did it
getting
for
me hot.
Orihime, bro.
Like, then the transformation, I was like, cool,
That saved it.
finally. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Mm-hmm.
progress. Let's see what happens next, guys. Right? And then the episode ended, right? So, like, to your point, that genuinely saved it. Before that, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that episode was like a 3 or a 4. Like, because
I'm not
that,
mad about that.
I felt like I wasted my time watching that. And then I saw the transformation at the end. I'm like, okay, cool, let's get it. Mind you, when I read Bleach, Thousand of Blood War, like, I'm in there flipping
It was
like,
peak,
I'm losing sleep
peak.
over this. You know what I'm saying? So this is something you waited so long for, and it's just like to me, I feel like it just goes to show
Director?
animation isn't everything because
Director.
it's like the visuals are stunning, right?
Crazy,
The core, like the sound effects is amazing, VFX, all that good stuff. But like the choreography of these fights,
I guess that director.
I'm
bro.
like, bro, y'all are choosing to expand upon the wrong things. This is literally starting to remind me of like that whole Cake Island pacing, bro. Like I told you, bro, when Keisuke basically looking like Silver Surfer for a minute, riding on them sutures, I'm like, okay, bro, we kind of seen this, guys. Right? Like just chasing bro around. We got Ichigo just mashing into like the stuff for who knows how long. Then they wanted to show like shout out Orihime, but I'm like, bro, like,
I think they
nah, they
like I
kind of
said. So who stated? So Joseph, really quickly, so we get up out of here. Like we said pretty time before, the manga was cut short. So a lot of these fights were shorter. Like all the fights against the number people was very shorter. So they said they added anime only content that Kubo approved and stuff like that. But these ones in this season, I don't like. The U-Haul stuff, I'm pretty sure him keep flying. Didn't do that so many times, and like you said, the Uryu fight. But I was gonna say, I now remember though. But you know what extra content was good was I forgot which season for TYBW, but it was when they fought Squad Zero. they added a
Because
bunch of
all that
extra
was
stuff.
original content.
They added a bunch of extra. Cause that
All
fight
that was
was
original
just when I tell you
content.
that fight was like stupid fast. It was
Remember the fight
fast.
with the girl?
She didn't even show her bunkai. They literally add that in.
Oh, this
Her
is in the
bunkai.
manga too.
You
Talk
know, and the
about.
manga was quick. They didn't show a bunkai. Then like all them fights
She
were
didn't
quick.
show her Bankai in the
So I was
manga.
showing an example of that of like that was a good extra content they added. That Squad Zero fight. I don't know what they're doing now with this extra content. But you know what I think it is? I think because they're trying to last words for me, they trying to make Ryu a more like prominent character. I feel like,
But
and they
it's
trying
too
to make
late.
and it nah, and they trying to make Orihime
You waited to the
a
last
and they
season.
trying to make Orihime a more prominent character at this end because
And
Orihime she didn't really act like when the manga she didn't really see hip. She might be like 1-2 shields. Then Ichigo just turned up.
she made this,
She
bro.
did like
She did
50
less than
shields, bro.
Hinata. Come on, bro.
She
I'm
did
like, I'm
50
looking at
shields.
this.
I think they're trying to make
And
him
to
a
your
prominent
point,
character. They trying to make him a prominent
you
character.
called it with the Uryu thing, right? Because I hated how that was handled in the manga, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. But it's like,
But
so you could try to see the
it's the wrong
direction
way
they're
though.
trying to go in. But I'm like, bro, like
It's the wrong
it's
way.
too late, fam. Like you got to do something in the other course to try to build up to this. You can't just shove them in our face now and think I'm gonna just be yippee ki about it, bro. I could care less about this man. What? Like,
Or at least
come
add it to when the fight actually started. That's what I wanted. Add the extra content to when the, like in Squad Zero, they add the extra content when the fight actually was started popping. They didn't add it when it was introduced. This is just an introduction, and it's kind of curious because he's taking a lot of damage. So I'm just like, what is going on?
man,
So, like I said,
a lot of
Joseph,
damage.
the fight they had between the two was very short in the manga, but it was good. But it was kind of like bittersweet with the ending because it was short, but it was good for a little bit before it happened toward the end. So basically, we're just saying we just want the actual fight material they did to extend that to act when they actually get to fight. They're not even like this like the introduction. They're like playing around still. So that's why we're confused on why they chose to add extra scenes to like before the real fight starts. That's my point.
Why
Like,
they
why
bull
why they
jobbing?
not doing it to after? Same with this U-Haul. Why they not waiting until the actual? It's just I don't know if they got a different director. Like I said, previous season when they did Squad Zero, that was perfect. They did what everybody was talking about because people love Squad Zero. We don't know. We like barely introduced them. They had a lot of cool characters, and then it was going dead already. So pretty cool. That's what
No,
we're gonna end up today.
literally.
Well, sorry. Go and give your ratings of the two though. So what you said like there was like just midish.
So two is like I get like two, like a 7.5, right? Because I wasn't expecting Grimjaw to pull up. I forgot about that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So I'm like, that was dope. That was dope. I was like, oh, snap. And I thought his monologue was fire. I'll boost it up to an 8 just off the monologue,
Grimjaw.
right? Because bro said if it come down to life or death, shoot, I'll have 100 plans if I need to. I said,
He's scared
hey,
demon, bro.
that's aura. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I like that, but like the actual, but and I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a meathead, but I'm like me liking a monologue more than the actual fight itself. It's
That ain't
and
nothing wrong with
Bleach
that.
is known. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like
Yeah.
it
I
wasn't a
understand though.
powerful
I
monologue
understand
though.
though.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like Bleach is kind of known. Like out of all the
Eyes and
big
give
three,
speech.
like
Or is it more
yeah,
action?
they all have great elite fights, but like Bleach, their core theme or backbone, in my opinion, is the fights or
Yeah.
whatever, right? Like you don't
You're not
have the
lying.
thematic storytelling of a Naruto or One Piece, right? That's not your game. Your game is hands. That's cool, but it's like if your best quality, your best trait, and I'm underwhelmed by it, I'm just kind of nervous for like the rest of the season based off what I've seen so far.
I'm saving a little bit
The
of hope
third
from the
episode, I
Squad
gave it
Zero
like a
stuff.
4.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's good. I'm saving a little bit of hope for the Squad Zero stuff. I just hope that last fight toward the end of the season, that was definitely short. That was the last big battle. I hope they extend that the right way like Squad Zero. Cause that would be a good one. But that's it today. We actually, y'all, I think we broke a mini record. We had 20 views like in the live, like
Oh.
so far. Cause I have a thing in total. I don't know what our peak was before. Now right now, like right now we got 5, but that's still a lot. Usually, like after Wall, especially this long one, we probably got like 3, 2, 3. But we had 5, and early we had like 7 for the longest time, 9, 10. So we appreciate y'all if you're here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I would say earlier, we appreciate all the love and support y'all showing us. Like I said, even like one comment, one like, one save means a lot to us. You know what it mean in the world. So we want a bigger audience because like we talking with you know our boy Bubba, our boy John. Appreciate John. He said tonight's episode. Appreciate you always showing up, man. I
Hey,
want this to be
John.
predicated on the interactions because it's a lot of y'all out there is so knowledgeable more than me, Hindo, more than us combined together. Y'all have amazing questions, but nowhere to throw it out there. So we want to be kind of your gateway,
Yeah.
so we can then release it to other people. Big comic session like that. I mean, comic session because the edit discussion we had, the Kuroko versus Blue Lock one, I was checking the comments, I'd be replying. Those are amazing. So we appreciate all the love and support. And now we would have said we appreciate all the love and support, like I said. But we had 20 right now, and at our peak, it was like 20 views in total. Cause usually the video itself, I think it counts like the views you have. Our videos just be like 13 views, 12 views, 15 views, and you probably get like half of those at the beginning. So if it's have 20 already, pretty good. We like I said, so we appreciate all the love and support y'all giving us, man. We going up, man. We going up, fellas. We going up. And I can't wait to see you in a couple months because we started. I think it's about to be a year in like a
Last year,
couple of
December.
months. Yeah, I think it's December. Yeah, towards the end. Let me go to check the channel real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be I'm being a dumbass, but yeah, it's in the December whatever when we started. It was in I made
It
the
was definitely
channel.
December because I
I made a
remember I was at
chamber.
home.
Yeah, I made a chamber December 15, and then we did the first one without you. I remember we did the first one without you. Let me go to oldest. Our first one was 7 months ago. It was me and Joseph. We did that. Then you joined it. So 7 months ago. So we close to that. I feel
I
like these
remember.
last couple months, 4, 5, 6 months, I feel like we can see some explosive growth, and I'm interested to see where we get. I can't wait to hit the year milestone to look back and see we started from the beginning. Just me and Joe don't know what the hell we doing. I don't want to go back to watch the first episode. 'Cause I know it was Friday. We were just
That
doing
mode was
shit.
terrible.
We was
I
just
know
doing.
that mode was
We was just doing
terrible.
shit. Even when Hendo joined, I know we was probably still doing shit for a couple episodes. But so it's not 21 views, so more people tuning in. But we appreciate all the love and support. Can't wait to the year. Like I said, bro, y'all just know I can be forever saying thank you, bro. So as you know, we out, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Some more great questions. And if you have questions, you can DM us on Instagram or TikTok, and we'll bring up this question. And last thing, because I know what's the name? You literally just said, oh my god, I'm trying to find this real quick so we can start. I think he said who's the smartest character between. He said who's the smartest character between Aizen, Mayuri. That's the dude. I remember like the captain with the black paint
Sciences.
face and it's
Yep.
crazy him, and then Kisuke. So since we're in, we are actually we're I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna screenshot it right now. We're gonna get to that question next week. So I won't start like this so we can just reply to y'all. We appreciate that question. We're gonna get to that next because that'll be interesting because they all are smart in different ways. So
Yeah.
I will enjoy our debate about that. But we appreciate y'all. We out, man, for Anime Villains Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on everything. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we see y'all next week. Peace out.